Okay. Oh god. Hello. Hi. Hold on. Hello?
Why, hello.
Hello! Hello, and welcome. Welcome to the Shark Stream. It's me, it's Gage. Again, can you believe it? I'm joined by Molly. Hi, Molly.
Hi, Gage. Happy Shark Week.
Yeah! Happy Shark Week.
What a Shark Week it
What a
is.
Shark Week it is. We're making the most of it. We're gonna make the most of it. And we're gonna do it. Hold on. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Excuse me.
oh my.
I'm alright. We're gonna make the most of it, and we're gonna make the most of it specifically despite Discovery Channel. Also,
Yeah,
for the sake of sharks. Because sharks are cool.
because we both have our individual shark personas.
Oh, yeah. Mine's a little bit more on display at the moment. But
Oh,
Molly's
yes.
got one.
I do, but not super recent art of her.
You should change that. Just saying.
Sometimes when I feel like it, I'll bring old Molly out to play.
But like Maul, like you beat someone up.
Yeah, isn't that fun? It's like a play on words or something.
It is. Also, hello, Kaylin Evergreen. Welcome to the Shark Stream.
Hi, Kaylin. This is Kaylin. I know her.
Hi,
She-
Kaylin.
She and I have known each other for a while, and she gets lots of art from me, and she's nice.
Nice.
Mm.
So, Molly,
Yeah.
what is your favorite kind of shark? Do you have a
think-
particular favorite?
I do think that my favorite kind of shark is indeed the shark I based my first really fleshed out persona on, which is the poor bagel shark.
Ah, yes. What was his name again?
Mikio.
Yeah. Love that guy.
It's not like anyone knew how to say it either, because even I was sort of just like ballparking a cool name for my new blue persona.
I think in my mind's eye, I thought it was Mikao.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Let's see. So, just reading off of Wikipedia,
Uh-huh.
because we love Wikipedia.
I
the
donated to them recently, actually.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Which, speaking of donations, today, Gage is playing and accepting donations for the Shark Conversation Fund. That is twitter.com/SharkRayFund. One
Yeah.
word. And you know what? Every time somebody donates, I will read off shark facts.
So that's fun. Donate for some shark facts.
Absolutely, because we love sharks and we want to keep them around.
I could rattle a couple off my head just as a bit, honestly.
Oh yeah, same. Because I mean, they are kind of one of my all-time favorite animals.
They're so cool. Like,
They're-
I'm thinking about some of my own favorite sharks. Like, actually, no. You know what? You were gonna do a bit first. So you
Yes,
do your bit.
yes.
You do your bit.
So the poor beagle shark.
This poor beagle.
This poor beagle. It's funny that some sharks get like dog-like names, and because there is like a shark called dogfish.
That I believe it's a subset of sharks.
Yeah,
They're kind of collectively referred to as dogfish. Yes.
and then I think there is another subset of sharks that also goes by like a cat misnomer.
I think
Well,
so.
hello.
Hi, Lucas.
Hello.
Welcome.
So the poor beagle shark.
Yeah.
Wikipedia says Lamninaceus is a species of a mackerel shark in the family Lamnidae, distributed widely in the cold and temperate marine waters of the North Atlantic and Southern Hemisphere. In the North Pacific, its ecological equivalent is the closely related salmon shark. And they do also get mistaken for like mako sharks because they look kind of similar because they're 4 to 5 feet long and they're sort of like small and stoutly and pointy.
Okay. I do actually have some art from like 2014 that you did. I think that I commissioned of Acid Shark and Mikio.
I do remember this.
Would you be okay with me sharing that?
Yes.
Just real quick?
Absolutely.
All right, this is going to be huge on screen, I'm pretty sure. Hold on.
This is going to be huge.
Okay. So I think I specifically specified the situation here where it's just like they're gaming, you see. And Acid Shark keeps like accidentally like drooling and melting through all his controllers.
Yeah, this was a fun one because like for some reason I like drawing couches. I don't know. So I've gotten like good at it.
But yeah, this is vintage Molly art.
God. Yeah, basically
8 years ago.
Vintage furry career art.
It's because the controllers were not made of Nintendium. It's true.
Oh, unfortunately not.
You gotta go Nintendium every time.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Nintendium, Legend of Zelda.
Legend of Zelda.
Zelda. But before we get into Skyward Sword, I would just like say some of my... Hi, Sean! Australium? I don't know about Australium. I mean, I don't know. I've never owned a controller made out of Australium because I live in the US.
Is Australium the stuff from Avatar?
No, that's unobtainium.
No way!
It's literally called unobtainium in context.
I know, and it's so dumb.
Avatar 2 coming out this year. There's gonna be
no
weird fish in
joke.
it. There's gonna be weird fish in it. I'm kind of excited about that.
I do like weird fish in movies.
Because like the Avatar design philosophy for animals, it's cool. The actual movies, well, they're a vessel for the designs, and that's what's important.
Yeah.
Australium is basically gold, but TF2 flipper. Oh, it's a TF2 thing. I should have guessed.
Oh, I forgot. How did I fucking forgot that? Wow.
Forgot about Saxton Hale.
Yeah, unfortunately. He's coming for me now. He's going to rip my head off.
Oh no. What was I saying? Oh yeah, sharks. I like them. There are specific species that I like a lot. Acid Shark, as I believe I've mentioned earlier in the week, is primarily based off of the Pelagic Thresher, with a few little minor edits thrown in, like, you know, spots, stripes, a pale, sickly color, acid spit, you know, minor stuff. I say acid spit, but it's all fluids. All the fluids are acidic.
All fluids all the time.
Yeah. I'm also a big fan. You know what I'm a huge fan of, actually? The frilled shark.
Oh my god, yeah.
I keep thinking of that like
got a frilled shark character.
Yeah. I keep thinking of that like one footage of it where it's just like swimming through the water. It's got the biggest smile on its face. Like, look at this little happy guy.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
great.
my god.
It's great.
I love when you see front-facing views of great whites and they just look like
Love it.
Chumpy.
Love it. There's big round boys, big rigs over the road racing. Also, I like Greenland sharks, the old mans of the shark world. Hello, hun. Do you have a favorite shark?
Yeah.
I like goblin sharks.
Goblin sharks are pretty good.
Or the cutterfish sharks.
Cookie cutter sharks? Yeah. Named for their distinctive bite.
Yeah, did you talk on stream about how our cat got roided up today?
I didn't. Did you want to tell the story?
Our cat got fucking roided up. She's gonna get yoked.
Mitty's been having what we think might be allergy problems, so they gave her a little bit of something for that. They love the new food, by the way.
I'm glad.
They were crunching on it.
Oh yeah, we gotta see if she throws it up. Let's go.
Yay.
Love you, hun. Okay, it's time to get started. Oh god, excuse me. But yeah, I like Greenland sharks too. I remember seeing a, I think it might have actually been a Shark Week special back before they were all awful. about Greenland sharks, because like they are some of the longest living species of sharks in the world. Some of them been around since like the middle of the last millennium. That's nuts. It's crazy that they lived that long. They're also full of piss and vinegar.
They're full of pee.
I remember, but like I remember in that particular meow. That got picked up by the mic. I remember in that particular special, trying to remember, what they were doing was they had gone out into like their natural habitat, which is like frozen climes, and they were attempting to like catch them, but in such a way that it wouldn't harm them. Mm-hmm. And they managed a couple, okay, but then one of them, the process of catching it did damage the gills, and it was bleeding from the gills, which was, you know, an unfortunate circumstance.
Bad.
So, they used that one as sort of like an anatomical shark lesson. Cut it open, showed off, like, does someone want to donate so I can give a shark fact without like accidentally giving it without a donation?
Yeah, somebody put in a $5 so that Gage can release the facts.
Or more. Our goal is $200. Whatever you can give, really. Just drop your donation in the Streamlab link below the stream, and I will give a fun shark fact for you.
Oh yes. Well, not exactly a fact, but I have gotten to like pet a shark before.
Natalie just came in with huge cookies. Sorry, give me 1 second.
That's not a euphemism.
Thank you for the clarification, hon. Oh, fuck, that's good.
Big cookie taste.
I've heard that sharks are smooth as hell.
Yes, they are.
Smooth lions.
Actually, the shark that I pet was just like a juvenile. I think it was a juvenile bull shark that they had. They had it at this like water science institution down in Florida that I was at, just nearby, and they had like a little petting pool, and I was like, oh, shark, and that was very exciting for me personally. And it is true, they do feel. I think because it was like a little shark, it did feel kind of smooth. But also sharks are like pure muscle,
right?
So it did feel like I was touching like completely taut muscle, which is really cool.
So this isn't a shark fact, but this is a fact about something that I work on. So I have an ongoing story that I've been working on for years and years and years that Molly's aware of because she's drawn several of my wonderful characters.
Oh, yes.
Morphkind. And one of the fun things about Morphkind is... hold on, I'm gonna... I had to deep throat that last bit of cookie. So one of the fun things about Morphkind is that the canon explanation for why there are anthropomorphic animals, which in context are referred to as morphs, is because of alien technology, which fell from the sky, sent out this like wave of energy that transformed like a small percentage of the Earth's animals into anthropomorphic creatures. And one of the fun things about alien energy is that it is just, or alien technology is, it's just under magic in terms of like things that you don't really need to explain with too much specificity. But if you want to, you can. And, like, anything that doesn't, like, make, like, 100% sense is just like, well, it's alien technology, man. Who fucking cares?
Yeah.
So, in Morphkind, sharks, like my characters like Cryus, Faye, etc., still have cartilaginous skeletons. Which normally would not allow upright movement. Like, one of the things that, also, hi Gordux, welcome to the Shark Stream. Who's Cookie? Would that make them flexible? Yes, it would. And the cookie is one that Natalie brought home. And I need to turn the game down a bit, I think. It looks like it's a little loud. One of the things about sharks is that if sharks are out of the water, part of the reason that it's very dangerous for them to get beached is because, like, they start having to deal with, you know, gravity.
Yeah.
And they don't really have a particularly supportive, like, skeletal structure, because they don't technically have a skeleton.
Yeah. Kaylin, the link to donate is on Gage's Twitch page.
Yeah, it's just the Streamlabs link just below the stream.
Yeah.
So in Morphkind, the explanation that I've come up with for, like, why sharks are able to, like, move around upright and don't, like, die under the weight of their own bodies is because it's just all support from their muscular system. And that's why every shark in Morphkind is shredded.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they really should be, because sharks don't have, like, a fat content.
Mm-hmm. I keep
And
thinking that these
also-
things are Dekubabas, but they're not really doing too much.
No, but they are kind of cool. Like-
Oh,
Yeah, check that out.
Warder.
Warder. This temple is really pretty.
It's pretty nice, yeah. Okay, what happens if I do this? Aha!
Hell yeah!
Science!
Science and mythical magic. What was I saying? Yeah, sharks. If you want to be like that about making anthro sharks, you'd make them like beefy,
Mm-hmm.
because like they are just pure muscle and thick skin and such and whatnot.
The one thing that I will say that, like, because sometimes I'll just look up, like, hey, what would it be like if, like, a person had this particular, like, animal trait? So, like, I looked up, like, what it would be like if a person had, like, a cartilaginous skeleton. And one fun thing that I have kind of implemented in rewrites is that, yes, they are afforded a high degree of flexibility. Yes, they are super yoked and shredded. They also bruise really easily. Which apparently is a thing that, like, kind of comes along with that. Like, if you had a cartilaginous skeleton, you would bruise really easily.
I guess that makes sense because God, what a change from his dying in lava animation in Twilight Princess. It was just like horrifying.
Oh, there is a video I have to send you.
Oh.
That is no, it's really good. You might have potentially seen it. Somebody, a friend of the stream, Gray, sent it to me recently. It is a video called "Every Zelda is the Darkest Zelda."
Oh, I think I only saw the thumbnail of this.
Yeah, it's I think it's by Jacob Geller. It's super good because it delves into, like, why you could consider, like, each Legend of Zelda game, quote unquote, the darkest Zelda, but then also, like, why that's important and what that means beyond it just being, like, dark and edgy.
Yeah. I do believe this probably is gonna line up with, like, my own headcanons about Ocarina of Time and how fucking, like, dreary and dark. You don't realize Ocarina of Time is.
Mm-hmm.
And I've put a lot of thought into this kind of thing. And because Ocarina, you start it and you are greeted with death. Like, death of, well, I guess you could say death of childhood or whatever the fuck.
You are greeted with die.
Yes. Deku Tree, dead.
Yep.
Childhood, dead.
Haha, get owned, childhood.
Haha, get shit on. It's just the fact that, not only that, but after you, get to, like, Hyrule Castle,
Uh-huh.
and then you have to go to Kakariko, you immediately have to do a bunch of important shit in the graveyard. And in the graveyard you find out, oh, by the way, the Hyrule royal family, like, does a lot of dark secret shit, and we've killed a lot of people with our secret dark army.
Right.
And just, I mean, it's just said in dialogue. It's usually just there for flavor, and you don't really think about it when you're like 5 years old, rented it from Blockbuster, and you're playing it like, oh, I'm having fun. Oh, I'm underground, surrounded by re-deads. I'm in danger.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I'm gonna go ahead and send you that video.
Yeah.
By the way, just because it's a good video.
Excellent. I have received it. Just,
Oh.
it's a fucking guy.
Oh god, what did I give these guys for a voice? They were like Meowth. Okay, hold on. Get all the phlegm out of my throat. Alright.
I would have just done my crazy old man voice.
I gotta get into Meowth headspace. Hold on.
Meow. Kitty play.
Prepare for trouble, make a double. To protect our world from devastation, to unite all peoples within our nation, announce evil's truth and love, send our reaching stars above, Jesse, James, Team Rocket blasting off at the speed of light, surrender now, or begin to be prepared to fight. Meowth, that's right! Ho ho ho! Ah! The exit at last! Whoa! Yeah, what's up?
The method acting.
I had to get into the scene. Don't scare me like that. I thought you were one of those monster creeps. Oh, hey, what's this? You got yourself a swanky pair of digging mitts, don't ya? Who are you anyway? What you doing here? I'm on a quest. I getcha. Huh? Me? Oh yeah, the name's Gould. I'm the big boss of the Magmas. Donate to make Gage do Meowth readings.
Yeah.
Donate to make me pick a Wikipedia page of a specific shark at random and read the whole thing in a Meowth voice. You need to donate at least $10 for that.
At least a tenner.
At least a tenner. Those digging mitts you got right there, I invented them. Ha ha! No offense, pal, but you don't look like the kind of guy I'd send in here on a treasure hunting mission. But what do I know? You might just surprise me. So here's the deal. Word in the tunnels is there's a huge treasure hidden in these here ruins. But nobody's who's ever seen it has come back to tell the tale. Okay, 1 second. Excuse me. Countless treasure hunters have disappeared in here. Poof! Gone! Melted in the lava, you see. It's actually pretty gruesome. As a treasure digger, I gotta warn you just to turn around and enjoy the many peaceful years of digging left to you, but you're gonna do this no matter what I say, aren't ya? Pretty much. Alright then, I'm gonna let you in on an ancient treasure hunting legend passed down among generations of Mogmas. Every Mogma worth a handful of dirt knows this one. Here we go. Ye who seek the entrance to the king's treasure, look for the two statues that face one another. Show your bravery and jump into the mouth of the sleeping statue. Do this, and the path will open before you. You remember all that, and you're golden. Haha, more like golden, because his name's Gold. I'm very funny. Thanks. Some of my guys are searching around here for the treasure. If you get lost, holla at one of them. Cause I ain't no holla back, Mog. Anyway.
Holla at ya, Mog. Oh my god. Slipping back into the Bostonian accent that Meowth had.
Which is, I guess, somewhat easy for me. I never really had a particularly, like, oh my god, it's just key-shaped. Incredible.
Yeah.
I never really had a particularly, like, thick accent for where I grew up, but I had relatives who did.
Ah.
Natalie likes to say that any sort of, like, even remotely Bostonian-sounding guy is just my dad. But, like... I've got an uncle who has the thickest Boston accent I feel like I've ever heard in my life.
Just thick and dripping with Boston.
He is my Uncle Bobby.
Does everybody have an Uncle Bob? I swear to God.
In the boomer years, Robert was a very popular name, I guess.
All these Roberts out here.
Bobbin for apples.
Bobbin for Robert.
Bobbin for Bobberts. So, I am currently in phase 2 of MCU Hell in my movie watch challenge.
Oh no.
Thankfully today I actually watched one of my favorite movies in the MCU, Captain America the Winter Soldier.
Ooh, I think I watched that once and that was enough.
That's fair. It's probably one of my favorites, and also, until John Vogt Roberts finishes what he's working on, is pretty much as close as we have to a Metal Gear movie right now.
Oh, Jesus. That's, yeah. Minus all the gay sex.
Well... I mean...
I don't remember
Steve
gay
and
sex
Bucky...
in that Marvel movie.
Steve and Bucky... I could... You know... That's one of the more popular ships in the MCU.
They do be calling it Stucky.
Yep.
Homestucky.
Oh.
Do you think? Oh my god, do you think people, like, are actively doing some kind of AU that's Homestucky?
Someone's done it, I'm sure.
Somebody. If you're out there, donate $5. To silence me.
If you're not out there, donate $5 at anyway.
Cadet Hat Sean. Steve, do you think love can truly bloom on the battlefield? Hello, Phoenix. You're back.
Buck, if we get out of this, I'll let you know.
So, periodically today, during this stream, my cat will be appearing and jumping and begging for attention.
My cats just kind of hang out quietly for the most part. Like, Mitty is still sleeping on top of my computer tower.
Yeah, this is normally the time of day that I take Phoenix outside. I haven't because it's been, holy crap, humid and disgusting and feels like an oven when I open the door. And of course, Phoenix, bless her dumb little head, doesn't know it's disgusting and hot outside, but still likes to go sit behind the fence and do nothing.
Feed the cat. Do they know it's super gross outside? That's my Christmas music joke for the day. Thank you for joining us.
Cadet Hat Sean's cat's name is Nutmeg.
Yeah.
That is adorable. We stand.
Excuse me. But yeah, so Winter Soldier was today, which I really enjoyed. I still really like that. It's a little weird to watch given like current events, but like at the same time, like I'm just like I want to enjoy this movie I really like. I'm just gonna watch it. I'm not gonna think about it too hard.
Yeah. Okay, Civil War is the movie that came right after that, isn't it?
I believe it would have come before, because I think it was like early 2016.
So Civil War and then Winter Soldier, right?
Winter Soldier was back in... Oh god, when was Winter Soldier? It wasn't 2013. Was that 2014? I think?
It's because that one I didn't watch until a couple years later.
Yeah, the last Marvel movie to come out before all of that, I think, was Doctor Strange, because Doctor Strange came out in October of
Winter
2016.
So Cadet Sean, Winter Soldier was 2014, and Civil War 2016. Because I have just like a bare bones idea of what happens in all the Marvel movies, so I have a general understanding. So lest I get too invested, because there's a lot to get invested in.
There is. I'm still like a huge mark for Marvel. Like, I think I started talking about this the other day, and I don't think I ever finished talking about it. Hold on. One of the things that's like kind of hard to talk about when it comes to like Marvel stuff is like, okay, get this out of the way. Like, first and foremost, Disney sucks.
Yeah.
Disney really sucks.
Walt was an anti-union bastard.
Marvel Studios really sucks.
Yep.
Like, especially with everything coming out about, like, VFX artists and, like, their experiences on Marvel properties recently. Like, it's egregious.
Yeah, I can't even imagine, like, the hell that is the people that they outsource to, like, China and South Korea for, like, CGI stuff. I can't fucking imagine what they go through.
There is still some level, though, on which I genuinely like watching Marvel movies. Like, there's still a lot of stuff there that, like, I really like. Like, I fucking love all the, like, Doctor Strange stuff, for the most part, because, like, I just like that whole concept of, like, reality-bending magic and shit like that. I think that's all super cool. But it feels...
They did something cool with that movie, too. Like, minus casting Benjamin Bubblebutt. It's like, they could have cast anybody, but they got him.
They did. That's not even his first name.
But, do you remember on Tumblr? Do you remember when that was the joke? Was to misspell and missay his name?
Oh yeah, I do. But
And
like
remember...
at the same time, like you just like it's one thing to like kind of just like make a gag about his name, but you just used a different, completely normal name in its place, and I'm just like, wait a minute, that's not his name. Like, I was able to accept the second part.
You still knew.
I still knew who you were talking about, and like I was able to accept the second part of that. But it's just like, wait a minute.
When I did like him as an actor, and I was watching interviews, so you could call this like a canon making fun of his own name. Yeah. He said when he was a kid, the name he got bullied with was Bendy Dick, come on my baps.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's worse than anything on Tumblr that ever got said.
I think generally speaking, like, none of the ones on Tumblr are necessarily said with any, like, real malice is the thing.
No!
Well, that is, like, schoolyard bullying at, like,
yes!
Gordox, read about Thresher Sharks. Okay.
That's your department.
So Thresher Sharks is a bit of a, there's a lot of them, actually. So I'm just going to go ahead with what everybody kind of knows as, like, the kind of regulation Thresher Shark, which is the Pelagic Thresher.
Yeah.
Oh god, how long is this? How long is this? Hold on.
I know that they have
This
big
could be
long
worse.
tails.
They do. It's great. I love their tail fins. The thing about thresher sharks is that you look at their tails, and like you think, oh, it's probably like a really small shark, and then they got like this huge tail, right? But like no, they're actually also just kind of big.
How big?
Well. Meow. Hold on. The pelagic the pelagic thresha is a species of thresher shark, family Alopidae. This group of sharks is characterized by the greatly elongated upper lobes of their caudal fins. The pelagic thresha, hold on, my phone shut off, occurs in the tropical and subtropical waters of the Indian and Pacific Oceans, usually far from shore, but occasionally entering coastal habitats. It is often confused with the common thresher, A. vulpinus, even in professional publications, but can be distinguished by the dark, rather than white, color over the bases of its pectoral fins. The smallest of the three thresher species, the pelagic thresher typically measures 3 meters or 10 feet long. So they're still pretty big overall.
That's a big-ass shark.
The diet of the pelagic thresher consists mainly of small midwater fishes, which are stunned with whip-like strikes of its tail. Along with other mackerel sharks, the pelagic thresher exhibits... Hold on. There's a lot of V's in this word.
Uh-oh.
Ovoviviparity, and usually gives birth to litters of 2. That means live births. The eggs are hatched within the body, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, sharks carry the live birth in the womb for a couple of months.
Some of them do.
And then they come out.
Mm-hmm. Some of them do. Others lay really fancy-looking egg sacs. What in the Kentucky fuck did I walk in on? Gray, I'm currently taking minimum $10 donations to read a random shark wiki Wikipedia page in a Meowth voice.
Skeptical Moose, give us a tenner so Gage can do this again.
You can request one, or I can choose one randomly. Right now, I'm reading the page for the Pelagic Thresher. The developing embryos are oophagous, feeding on unfertilized eggs produced by the mother. The young are born unusually large, up to 43% the length of the mother. Pelagic threshers are valued by commercial fisheries for their meat, skin, liver oil, and fins, and are also pursued by sport fishers. The International Union for Conservation of Nature assessed the species as endangered in 2019. I only give 666 to make him shit himself. I mean, I suppose you could still do that, but like, I'm not playing a scary game right now, so I'm not like in a scare mood. Taxonomy and Phylogeny. The pelagic thresher was originally described by Japanese ichthyologist Hiroshi Nakamura on the basis of 3 large specimens, none of which was designated a type specimen. He illustrated one of the 3 specimens in his paper on the 2 species of the thresher shark from Formosan waters, published in August 1935. Nakamura also separately illustrated and described the fetus that Leonard Campagno later concluded was probably of a common thresher. Several authors, including Goha and Mazha, 1964, Red Sea, Cato, Springer, and... I don't know whether to... I'm going to go ahead and do this in, like, how it's probably supposed to be pronounced. Wagner, 1967, Eastern Pacific... Oh god, this is French. Okay. Fourmenoir and Laboute, 1976, New Caledonia, Johnson, 1978, Tahiti, and Fognan, 1980, Hawaiian Islands, have published illustrations of common threshers that were in fact pelagic threshers.
Those were in fact pelagic threshers, not common.
Well, actually... An allozyme analysis conducted by Blaise Eitner in 1995 showed that the closest relative of the pelagic thresher is the big eye thresher, A. superciliosus, with which it forms a clade. The specific epithet pelagicus is from the Greek pelagios, meaning of the sea. Another common name is the small-tooth thresher.
Just a little tooth.
Distribution and habitat. Due to confusion with the common thresher, the distribution of the pelagic thresher may be wider than is currently known. It ranges extensively in the Indo-Pacific, with scattered records from South Africa, the Red Sea, and the Arabian Sea off Somalia, between Oman and India, and off Pakistan to China, southeastern Japan, northwestern Australia, New Caledonia and Tahiti to the Hawaiian Islands, California, and the Galapagos Islands. The North Pacific population shifts northward during warm El Nino years. Analysis of the mitochondrial DNA has shown extensive gene flow within the eastern and western Pacific pelagic thresher populations, but little flow between them. The pelagic thresher primarily inhabits the open ocean, occurring from the surface to a depth of at least 150 meters or 492 feet. However, it occasionally comes close to shore in regions with a narrow continental shelf and has been observed near coral reef drop-offs or seamounts in the Red Sea and the Gulf of California, and off Indonesia and Micronesia. It has also been known to enter large lagoons in the Tuamotu Islands. I'm speaking out of the side of my mouth for this.
As you should.
To really kind of get the pitch and the accent. Description. The pelagic thresher is the smallest of the thresher sharks, typically 3 meters to 10 feet in length and 69.5 kilograms or 153.3 pounds in weight, and usually not exceeding 3.3 meters, 10.8 feet, and 88.4 kilograms, 194.9 pounds. Males and females attain no maximum lengths of 3.5 meters, 11.5 feet, and 3.8 meters, 12.5 feet, respectively. A record of 5 meters, 16.4 feet, is dubious and may have resulted from confusion with other thresher species. This species has a fusiform body, wide in the middle and tapered at the ends, and a very slender upper caudal fin lobe, nearly as long as the rest of the shark. The pectoral fins are long and straight with broad, rounded tips. The first dorsal fin is placed halfway between the pectoral and pelvic fins and is of comparable size to the pelvic fins. The second dorsal and anal fins are tiny. It uses tiny specifically, which is a weird thing to read after all those scientific names. That just sounds so casual. Oh yeah, they're little guys.
Hey, little guys.
Hey, there's these little guys at their birthday. Wearing glasses. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Okay. There's more to this. The head is narrow, with short, conical snout, and a distinctive pinched profile when viewed from below. The eyes are very large in juveniles and decrease in relative size with age. No furrows occur at the corners of the mouth. The teeth are very small, numbering 21 to 22 rows on each side, with a symphysial or central row in the upper jaw and 21 on each side without a symphysial row in the lower jaw. 5 to 11 rows of posterior teeth are present. The teeth are smooth-edged with oblique cusps and lateral cusplets. Cusplets on the outside margins. The body is covered with very small, smooth dermal denticles with flat crowns and cusps with parallel ridges. The coloration is an intense dark blue above and white below. The white does not extend to above the pectoral fins. The color rapidly fades to gray after death. The dark pigment above the pectoral fins, the rounded pectoral fin tips, and the absence of labial furrows separate this shark from the common thresher. I'm gonna boip. Excuse me. And then there's a number of images here. Pelagic threshers can be identified by the color above the pectoral fins, jaws, teeth, biology, and ecology. A male pelagic thresher being attended by cleaner fish. They're adjective cleaner as they are fish who cleans, not cleaner as in shark stinky, and they're cleaner in comparison. Important to note. Pelagic thresher using tail slaps. to hunt sardines. I like that. I like that pelagic threshers just have like a fucking sonic boom attack.
Oh, yeah.
The pelagic thresher is an active, strong swimmer and has been known to leap clear of the water 5 times in a row on one documented occasion. Predators of the pelagic thresher include larger fishes, including other sharks and toothed whales. Known parasites of this species include the tapeworms. Oh fuck. Okay, hold on. Litobothrium amplifica, L. dilei, and L. nicoli, which inhabit the shark's spiral valve intestine, and copepods of the genus, oh my god, Ecthrogalius, which infest the skin. At Malapascua Island in the Philippines, pelagic threshers have been observed regularly visiting cleaning stations occupied by cleaner wrasses. Oh god, there's so many fucking Latin names here, goddamn. Labroides dimidiatus and Thalassoma lunare, during which they exhibit characteristic behaviors to facilitate the cleaning interaction. These visits occur more frequently early in the morning, and may be why these normally oceanic sharks are sometimes encountered in shallow water. They need their morning shower and bath.
Yeah.
This was money well spent. There's still more.
Are you reading the, entire Wikipedia page?
I'm reading the entire Wikipedia page.
Oh my.
Feeding. Little information is available on the feeding ecology of the pelagic thresher. Its very slender tail and fine dentition suggest an exclusive diet of small pelagic prey. Analysis of stomach contents reveals that pelagic threshers feed mainly on barracudinas, light fishes, and escalas, all inhabitants of the mesopelagic zone. Therefore, little competition occurs between the pelagic thresher and other large oceanic piscivores. Piscivores? I'm going to say it's probably piscivores. They're not eating piss.
Pissvores?
Piss? Such as billfishes, tunas, and dolphin fishes, which tend to feed near the surface. As in other threshers, pelagic threshers may swim in circles to drive schooling prey into a compact mass before striking them sharply with the upper lobe of their tails to stun them. Because of this behavior, pelagic threshers are often hooked on long lines by their tails. Life history. Like the rest of the mackerel sharks, the pelagic thresher is ovoviviparous. It gives birth to 2 pups at a time, rarely just one per uterus. With no defined breeding season, they have 2 uteri? Good for them.
Yeah.
With no defined breeding season, most adult females are pregnant throughout the year. I mean, if they're into that. The gestation period is uncertain, but it has been suggested to be less than 1 year, as in the common thresher. The developing embryos are sustained by a yolk sac until they are 12 centimeters or 4.7 inches long.
Yolk sac. That's crazy.
After which they are oophagous and feed on egg capsules produced by the mother. Each capsule measures about 55 millimeters or 2.2 inches long and 12 millimeters or 0.5 inches across, and contains 20 to 30 ova. Early stage embryos have specialized teeth for opening the capsules, while later stage embryos have their teeth hidden and swallow the capsules whole, their teeth not becoming functional again until just after birth. No evidence of sibling cannibalism has been found, as in the sand tiger shark, Carcharias taurus. Young pelagic threshers are born unusually large, up to 1.6 meters or 5.2 feet long, or 4 to 3% the length of the mother, which likely reduces predation on the newborns. The growth rate of pelagic threshers slows with age, 9 centimeters per year for ages 0 to 1, 8 centimeters per year for ages 2 to 3, 6 centimeters per year for ages 5 to 6, 4 centimeters per year for ages 7 to 10, 3 centimeters per year for ages 10 to 12, and 2 centimeters per year for ages 13 and greater. Females reach maturity at 2.8 to 2.9 meters. 9.2 to 9.5 feet long and 8 to 9 years old, while males mature at 2.7 to 2.8 meters, 8.9 to 9.2 feet long, and 7 to 8 years old. The oldest confirmed ages for females and males are 16 and 14 years, respectively. Extrapolating the growth curves to the largest known individuals suggests that females may have a lifespan exceeding 28 years, and males 17 years. A single female produces about 40 young over her entire life. Thermoregulation. Anatomical examination indicates that the pelagic thresher is unlikely to be warm-blooded like the common thresher. It lacks a... What the fuck is this word? Rete mirabile a blood vessel countercurrent exchange system that prevents metabolic heat from being dissipated into the water inside its trunk. Furthermore, its aerobic red muscles responsible for generating heat in the common thresher are positioned in 2 lateral strips just beneath the skin rather than at the core of the body. A reach system is present around the pelagic thresher's brain and eyes, albeit excuse me, less developed than in the big eye thresher, which may serve to buffer those organs against temperature changes. Okay, this is the last section.
Oh my.
Human interactions. The pelagic thresher has never been implicated in an attack on humans. It has small jaws and teeth for its size and tends to flee from divers. This shark is taken by commercial fisheries in the Central Pacific and Western Indian Oceans, as well as off California and Mexico. Abundant off northeastern Taiwan, it comprises over 12%, about 3,100 fish, 220 metric tons of the annual Taiwanese shark landings. The meat is sold for human consumption, the skin is made into leather, and the fins are used for shark fin soup in Asia. The squalene oil in the liver of the pelagic thresher can comprise 10% of its weight, and is used in the manufacture of cosmetics, health foods, and high-grade machine oil. Though rarely caught, pelagic threshers are also valued by sport fishers and are listed as a game fish by the International Game Fish Association. The largest overall records are from New Zealand, while the light tackle records are from California. Pelagic threshers are frequently taken as bycatch on long lines and in drift nets meant for other species such as tuna, and also rarely in gill nets and anti-shark nets. Christ all goddamn mighty. Okay.
Me oh my. Meowth, that's right.
God. Alright, hold on one second. Funnily enough, I think we're having salmon today. Okay, video game.
Just like a real shark.
Do not curse me, please.
Do not curse me.
Don't do it.
That's my other favorite thing about sharks is they get dog and cat nomenclature.
Yeah.
The baby sharks are just pups.
I know, I love that.
It's so funny.
It's so cute.
It's not like some name specific to sharks. It's pups.
Oh, I see what I gotta do here.
Love that. Love that.
Go, beetle. Da 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 da.
It's the motherfucking beetle.
Da 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 da. Motherfucking beetle.
Motherfucking beetle.
Owned.
You can shoot on.
Haha, wrecked.
Haha, get wrecked.
And to think we were only going to do one shark fact per donation, and now look where we're at.
Every dollar you donate will take that full minute to talk about shark facts. Because I have a few tabs ready. Hello, Phoenix.
Meow. Phoenix wants to hear shark facts. You wouldn't deny Phoenix that pleasure, would you? Donate today.
Absolutely. Or this poor little baby will go without listening to shark facts.
Oh, heck. That stuff looks hot! I wouldn't mind a little hot bath with my sore shoulders, but this is too much!
He doesn't know what lava is.
What have we got here? Another new god? Ha! You can't break me with interrogation, son. You'll never make me talk. I'm not some sideshow for you to gawk at. Get lost. Shoo now.
This one's name is Silva.
Oh, gold and silver.
Gold and silver.
Ouch. Hot rocks.
Ouchie. Hot rock. Rock so hot you fry an egg.
That's how that goes.
Yeah.
No criticisms.
Phoenix, would you like to sit down?
Excuse me.
Please sit down. This is the third time you've been up here.
Phoenix, please.
Phoenix.
Phoenix, we beggst of thee.
Phoenix. Phoenix. I know. She's very sad. Won't you please donate so that she stops being sad?
Oh, this is what I do. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Team Zelda does get points for game design for putting that there. Like, how do we show the player, you know, this is what you're supposed to do?
Well, put the piles of sand there and hope they fucking understand.
Put the piles of sand there in hopes that they understand there.
Alright, where are we going? Where are we going?
Phoenix. Phoenix. Phoenix.
I don't remember if I spoke about it a lot yesterday, but yesterday's movie was Thor: The Dark World.
Ah, I remember nothing about that movie. I saw it in a theater.
You know what? That's fair.
And it's like they take that entire movie to talk about one of the Infinity Stones, which when I was watching it, I didn't fucking get that at all. I got that it was a sequel to the movie Thor.
Which it was.
It certainly was a sequel. They certainly made it and released it in theaters.
Thor: The Dark World is in the same camp as Iron Man 2 for me, where it's just like, well, at least it's not Eternals.
Yeah, like, I have an indescribable summer movie feeling from Iron Man 1, and then Iron Man 2 comes out, and I'm just like, oh, I guess they made another one.
I really like Iron Man 3, honestly.
I think I only saw that once, so I don't have much of an opinion.
Speaking of opinions, I think I started talking about something earlier, and then I stopped, but you finish what you were saying.
Just, I don't know. To me, Iron Man 1 is like the only good, like, okay, Iron Man 1, Black Panther are like, and Thor 3.
Thor Ragnarok, yep.
Ragnarok. Those are like, to me, the only like actually good and different Marvel. I guess you can't really say different about Iron Man 1 because that was their start to the franchise. It was just so ding dang fun, and then almost none of the other movies felt that much fun after it.
But like what I was saying before, what I think I was trying to talk about before was that like when you kind of like interact with the MCU like as a film series, like I really like watching those movies and talking about those movies, evaluating them critically, that sort of thing. I'm gonna hold on. All right, sorry about that.
Time for some water.
It feels like these days it's difficult to find like a good place to sort of like discuss those movies like in sort of like a critical like a critical way, but not one that's that's like how did I describe it? I was talking to a friend about this the other day. It's just like a lot of times it feels like the only two ways that like I've seen people engage with Marvel films recently is either like being huge wet blankets about it, or trying to act like it's like the greatest thing in the history of cinema.
There's so many of them now. It just feels like it's a generic movie.
Yeah.
And it's like you can talk about these movies critically because they are enormous budgeted films and sort of have set a precedent for like CGI expectancies or plot expectancies, and they're now like a point of comparison, which seems weird, right?
Yeah.
So let's think of some other series in which there's about 10 movies entered into the series.
Fast and the Furious.
Fast and the Furious. Well, okay, let's think of something that happened before the first Iron Man.
Fast and the Furious.
Wait, how many had come out in 2009?
And how many had come out in 2000? Okay. Oh, you mean have had 10 entries prior to Iron Man actually coming out?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was gonna say it's been around. Yeah.
The only thing that I can think of is Jason movies, Friday the 13th,
or slashers in general, honestly.
So Friday the 13th movies?
Friday the 13th,
there's a lot of them.
Nightmare on Elm Street probably also, I think, had about that many at that time.
By that point. And for their time, they were, like, well-made movies as well.
Mm-hmm.
But...
Well...
I mean, we're talking, like, what was it, the 70s for the first Friday the 13th?
No, I think Friday the 13th started in the 80s. Because, like, the first, like, slasher movie would have been Halloween, and that was 1978.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave Halloween out of this because the series entries are a little bit disparate from one another.
That's a polite way of putting it, yeah.
Yeah. Disconnected, disparate, something like that. Friday the 13th, they're a little more connected, and there's a lot of them. And they're well-loved movies, but they weren't, like... These are movies that people go like, oh yeah, of course, they think nothing of thinking of them critically. But for some reason, you can't be, like, critical of Marvel movies.
Oh, yeah.
Or like, talk seriously about Marvel films.
Yeah, like, it's, like, I don't, okay.
You should talk about Marvel movies seriously because it was, like, a decade-long build-up to a story payoff. And they've had a significant impact on the overall film industry.
And culture.
Yeah.
And media literacy, not, like, admittedly in kind of a negative way.
Yeah. Like, they are popcorn movies, but at the same time, they're incredibly professionally huge crews. God. Just enormous movies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you should talk about them critically.
Oh, gust bellows. Hold on. But yeah, like... Nope, that's not doing anything. I don't normally, like, I'm not... I know you're big into the red letters of media.
Yeah.
I'm not usually into the red letters of media, but like the way that some people kind of like discuss and interact with Marvel films is more or less the embodiment of that one clip that people like to throw around where it's just like, consume product, get ready for new product.
Yeah, which people don't get that Jay and Mike.
Oh!
Jay and Mike and... You figured it out. You
okay.
Just throw it! Yeah!
CinemaSins has done irreparable harm to media literacy exponentially more than the MCU just existing. You're correct. You're absolutely right.
Fuck that guy and his stupid, poopy movie entertainment YouTube garbage video essay format.
I remember I remember nearly falling into the trap of cinema sins, like when I was just like, I want to find people discussing these movies that like I've been thinking about recently, and I think
I've never. It's.
I
don't know. I think about cinema sins the same way that I think about epic rap battles.
I feel okay. Epic rap battles of history has far more cultural relevance and importance.
Are you serious?
No, I've never fucking watched epic rap battles of history.
Oh my god! I thought for a second there.
No.
You were about to sit here and defend epic rap battles.
Absolutely not. You know what? What has had more significant and profound cultural impact is those animated beatbox battles that one guy makes.
Yes, that guy animates them all himself. They're actually kind of unbelievable.
I have noticed like tracing at times in those, but like, you know what? When you're one guy doing all of that, like I think you're allowed a little bit of leeway in that case.
I think that's fine.
That's fine.
I think that's okay.
No, I nearly kind of I came real close to falling into like the CinemaSins thing, because I definitely remember watching those like completely uncritically in my youth, and then I think the one that killed it for me was, I think for some reason I was trying to look up discussion of the first, not the first Fantastic Four movie from like the 90s that never hit theaters, but the 2005 one. Yeah. With Michael Chiklis and all that.
Chris Evans.
And Chris Evans, yep. And I was just like, oh, here's the CinemaSins and everything wrong with Fantastic Four and blah, 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 so on and so forth. And I watched it, and I just immediately got angry, because let's be real here. 2005 Fantastic Four, not a good movie.
I wouldn't say it's a good movie. I'd say it's a popcorn movie.
It's a popcorn movie, for sure. Not exactly high art in terms of cinema, but it's just like everything that he was pointing out. I was just watching, I'm just like, literally all of this has explanation within the text.
Yeah.
There's nothing that is discussed in this video that is not very clearly explained.
Here's an abbreviation of what drives me bonkers about CinemaSins. And I hope he's watching this, because fuck you, man. He has destroyed all ability of nuance and faith in the audience's ability to piece things together. Like, you just break the movie down to and it's like, yes, I know, you're a parody format, but you don't understand what you've done.
Don't give them too much credit by calling them a parody format.
That's what he would say if he got like criticized. It's supposed to be a parody, don't you get it?
It's satire.
It's satire. It's like you're shitty satire then.
Mm-hmm.
You're Family Guy at that point.
Pretty much. But yeah, so like there's the side of it where it's just like there's definitely people who are like watching these uncritically, and it's definitely like consume product, get excited about next product. But at the same time, like I will freely admit I'm a huge mark for Marvel shit. I love it. I saw the Phase 5 roadmap and got excited.
Is that the one that just came out from SDCC?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're at Phase 5.
Yeah, the last Phase 4 movie is going to be Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
I'm so scared. I haven't seen the teaser. I don't know what they're doing, but I'm scared.
Namor's going to be in it, so Atlantis stuff.
What are they doing about Chadwick?
Oh, so what they're doing is that T'Challa died off screen in canon.
Okay. Thank God.
Yeah, because I remember there was like a big push. It's like, oh, recast T'Challa. And it's just like, no, don't do that.
I think they understand that it would have been PR, I don't know.
Poison?
PR, PR poison. I'll say it nicely. If they decided to do a CGI version of a dead actor, CGI in his face over somebody else's body, like, no, don't do that. Please, for the love of God, do not do that.
Why can't I reach this? Do I have to drop from the top?
Do you know what's in your inventory?
What is in my inventory? Hold on. Oh!
Yes!
I figured it out.
Yes.
All on my own. I mean, I had a thing.
The teaser has a mural of T'Challa in it. Okay,
Yeah.
good. So, murals.
Yeah. So, like, yeah,
Okay.
I remember, like, there's a hashtag that pops up every so often, like, oh, recast T'Challa. It's like, no, don't
No.
do that. Like,
Don't.
Chadwick
Not the
Boseman
situation.
owned that role. Like, it would be disrespectful to recast him.
That's such a downplay on, like, how disrespectful and just such a shitty move that would be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure somebody up there in the executives said, hey, we're gonna look at some other people to cast, and somebody else came in and said, hold on there, Jethro.
It was probably Ryan Coogler, honestly.
Oh, yeah, hopefully that was up to him.
Um,
Because, I mean, you know, directors are just like, they're just dudes that they hire. It's like, I don't really know how much power a director has over casting decisions.
At least it's not an NFT of Chadwick, right? Am I right, fellas? Remember that? Ugh. But yeah, no, from what I understand, one of the weirder fucking things about Marvel films is that, like, the directors and the writers and everything will handle, like, all of like, I don't want to say, like, all the downbeats necessarily, because obviously, like, with the way that films are paced, with, like, peaks and valleys and stuff like that, there's more than just downbeats. But, like, there's someone else at Marvel Studios that handles, like, direction and planning for, like, the fights, which is the weirdest fucking thing.
I guess that streamlines things.
It does, but it also, one of the things it lends to is that, like, you know how, like, one of the big critiques of the Star Wars prequels is that, like, because of how choreographed the fights are, they don't really feel narratively heavy as a result.
Yeah.
It's kind of runs the risk of doing that sort of thing, where it's just like, if you're not careful, the fight's going to feel really disconnected from everything else that's going on. But yeah, what was it? So Phase 4 is ending with Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Phase 5 is starting with Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania.
You remember the unreadable title text?
Yeah, I think they dropped that because that wasn't in the roadmap.
They absolutely did. That was so funny.
And Quantumania is supposed to introduce who's going to be, like, the big bad of this, which is going to be Kang the Conqueror. Though technically he was introduced in the Loki TV series.
Which I'm not watching no damn Disney Plus TV series for Marvel. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, Loki wasn't too good anyway.
And apparently all it did was, like, say, hey, we got multiverses, and confirm, hey, we got multiverses. And it's like, I guess we have multiverses.
You know what the fun thing about that is that technically speaking, the multiverse didn't exist until the end of Loki Season 1. Because the whole context of that is just like, oh, they're working for the Time Variance Authority, which maintains a single timeline. And then by the end of it...
where the fuck have those guys been?
Well, that's the thing. They've been there, but because of how it works, there wasn't a multiverse until the end of Loki Season 1. But because of how Loki Season 1 works, and how the Time Variance Authority works, when everything breaks down, it then means that there's always been a multiverse. Because of weird time shit. I gotta read this guy's dialogue. We can't just stay here, like, watching him clapping constantly. I know I'm the one that's delaying this, but, like, we'll get back to this topic in a second. Oh yeah, I'm saved! I don't know who you are or where you're from, but I owe you big time. Are you here looking for treasure too? Yes.
Sure.
Haha, you were totally caught up in that too, pal. I can see it on your face. You're here because of the legend of the sleeping statue, right? But those are some busted old digging mitts. You can't go using them for treasure hunting.
Yo, those mitts are busted.
I got it. As thanks, I'm going to give you a replacement pair for my secret stash. Don't you go nowhere. All right. There used to be a multiverse, and it got locked into one branch to prevent a war, and then it branched out again. Yeah, basically. It all makes sense. Perfect sense. No criticisms.
Perfect sense.
All yours. They've been in a buried treasure chest, so they ain't dirty or anything. Now, these ain't the kind of thing that you can easily get your hands on just anywhere, so take good care of them. Right then, I'm out of here. So long.
Bye-bye.
But then Phase 5 is going to end with the Thunderbolts, which
what the hell is that?
It's basically from what I understand, the Marvel version of the Suicide Squad. A bunch of like villains and anti-heroes. It's supposed to include, from what I remember, Baron Zemo. Winter Soldier is supposed to be there, as is Abomination.
Oh yeah.
Which Abomination getting a lot of play, which I'm excited about.
I haven't seen that guy in a hot minute.
Yeah, so Abomination first showed up in the 2008 Hulk movie, then was completely absent from the narrative for years.
I want to know what their explanation is going to be for Abomination not showing up at all. Was he on vacation?
No, he was in prison, as established by Shang-Chi.
Okay.
Because he shows up in Shang-Chi.
I forgot that movie happened. I didn't even watch it.
Shang-Chi's not bad. Shang-Chi's actually pretty good. But yeah, he shows up in a fight club in a match against Wong from the Doctor Strange movies.
They just got a big guy down there.
They just got a big guy. But then, like, Wong transports him back to prison. And he is going to be She-Hulk's main client in She-Hulk Attorney at Law.
Sure. I fucking guess so.
Also, Daredevil's going to be in that one, so I'm excited.
Yay!
I'm so glad Charlie Cox is playing Matt Murdock again.
Yay! People have been, like, clamoring for new Daredevil. Like, I remember the older movie being beloved. And
the older movie being beloved?
Yeah, the old Daredevil movie.
I don't know about beloved. The director's cut's really good, but like most people, I don't know that if beloved is necessarily the word that I would
maybe
use
I'm
for popular.
Maybe I'm misremembering.
What about Foggy, the Bi King? I hope he comes back as well. They're doing an 18 episode season, which shouldn't be that surprising, but is, considering most of their seasons of like their Disney Plus TV shows tend to be like 6 to 8 episodes long.
With an hour runtime?
Just about, yeah.
No. Can't do it. I can't do it! I'm suffering through The Boys right now. I'm finally on season 3. It's awful. Hour-long episodes.
If it's
only 8 of them.
If it's any consolation, these do come out weekly. So it's not all at once like Netflix likes to do.
Yeah. Well, I guess Netflix has, like, stopped doing that so much.
Or they're trying to. I wish they would have done... What in the goddamn?
Welcome to the puzzle.
What?
I hope you like crawling puzzles, because there's 3 of these. Possibly 4 in this temple.
Hiya. Hiya.
Impenetrable box.
Hiya. Hiya. Hey, pal! How are those mitts treating you? If you want to get a good look above ground, try pressing ZL. Got it? Press ZL to see above ground. Don't you go forgetting it.
Got it memorized.
Nothing personnel, kid.
Teleports behind you. When is Cold Steel gonna be in the Sonic movies?
God, I kind of hope so, honestly.
Okay, I'm gonna go on a tangent, maybe. But good news. The Goon movie is finally heading to Netflix.
That is exciting and also on some primal level kind of worrying, admittedly.
Yeah. I think it's a good thing because it's been under Blur Studios this whole time. Blur Studios is who animated and produced some of the Love, Death, and Robots series. Again, Mr. Tim Miller is still the head honcho of Blur Studios and has now built up all that good rapport with Netflix. And it shows commercial success, and has for the past decade that I've been waiting for progress news on this fucking movie.
I'm so happy for you.
And it's so just like, I was so worried because the Sonic movie was happening. There was Blur Studios who was working on it like they once did for a couple of other video games.
Like Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah! So I thought, oh god, they're just doing Sonic and Netflix things now. They've dropped the Goon project and they just haven't said anything. Worried. And then out of fucking nowhere, I see that on Twitter a couple days ago. And I wake up and check my emails, and I got an email update from the Kickstarter campaign thing. That's funny, they're still using that to update people with, because I wouldn't have heard about it until like a day later.
That is actually really funny.
And it's just like, God, finally, something that should have been like gotten going like 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Like half a decade ago. What? Oh my god.
Speaking of exciting Netflix animation projects that haven't been canceled, we did get our first trailer for Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio today.
Yes.
It looks so good!
I haven't peeked at it because it literally just dropped today.
Literally just today. It looks great. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Like, that's also such a slog. Like, the rumors for that movie have also been like a decade old.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Del Toro just doesn't give up on projects. That's so cool.
Yeah, I think he's still trying to get at the Mountains of Madness made, even.
Oh god, I hope so. Because if he does that, everybody will die. Like, he will scare everybody so bad.
If there is one person that I am incredibly confident in adapting the works of H.P. Lovecraft in a way that probably will be as least racist as possible, it's Guillermo del Toro.
Artistic and faithful and thematic and full of substance. And just, my god.
I want to see Guillermo del Toro help design a big goopy boy.
This is just, you know, an aside, because if I start going into the PT stuff, I'm gonna get sad.
Yeah.
But if Del Toro and Kojima actually pulled through with Silent Hills, like, we all would have died and crapped our pants.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, I
Yeah.
gotta do another Meowth voice.
There we go.
You've come along at the right time, pal. I don't know who you are or where you're from, but what I need right now is for you to get me off of this chain. I'm in a hurry. I'm not asking you to do it for nothing, though. Set me free and I'll tell you the big, gigantic secret about this room. It's a secret about treasure, okay? Yeah, all right.
He's got a little pot tied to his head.
That's adorable.
Skeptical Moose. I realized that Iron Giant is only on, like, Amazon Prime. And I don't know why that is. Because...
It is a mystery.
By all logic, Iron Giant should be on Disney Plus, because Iron Giant was animated by Fox.
Isn't Iron Giant Warner Brothers right now?
Wait.
Because it's in multiverses. And it was in Ready Player One. So it should
Hold
be
on.
on HBO Max.
It should either be on HBO Max or
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus or HBO. It should be one of those, but
Always been a WB property. Okay.
yeah, that's confusing. I wish I knew more about why. I guess it's because Amazon Prime, you can put literally anything on there.
Also, there's probably like older like contracts saying that like, okay, we get this movie for like this amount of time, and then you can put it on your thing. That's that sort of stuff.
Yeah, the rights expiring, that's always a thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like what kept the Netflix Marvel shows off of Disney Plus for as long as they were.
Yeah. They're just I mean that's how Netflix has worked this whole time, is like getting licenses to things based on like user requests.
And now they're just making their own stuff with varying levels of success.
Do they release specific numbers on things yet?
Probably. I don't know though.
I vaguely heard that they're like, oh yeah, Netflix won't release like view count or how much money something costs to make.
Yeah, I think they get pretty secretive about that sort of thing.
Which is weird to me.
Oh, look at their little Pete's. I didn't realize they got little
Yeah!
Pete's.
Yeah, they got little Pete's.
Yeah, little toe beans.
They're just like top of the list for best Skyward Sword creature because
They're
of
like-
toe beans.
They're like big furry sebulbas.
Yeah.
Hoo yeah, that is the sweet, sweet flavor of freedom, hoss. And thanks for taking the trouble to free me, sucker. You really think I would divulge super secret info about treasure? My mama didn't raise no patsy. I spent too long finding that info. Huh? Those gloves are from my brother's secret collection. Are you friends with my brother or something? That's right. Wait. There's something I want to give you. I'll just go get it. Wait here.
Waits here.
Is hold. Yeah, take this. This here's some super secret info on that I put together. It took some real sweet?
Sweet?
Sweaty? Took some real sweat and work, too. I had to survey this place near 100 times to figure it out, but you ready for this? Now don't go faint when I tell you, right around here, there is a hidden room.
No.
So in return, please don't tell anyone that I was captured. It'll just be our little secret, okay? Okay, it's a secret. Alright then,
secret.
go ahead and open her up, but don't forget our deal. Later then. I said bye now. Oh.
You're the one.
Oh! Oh.
Oh!
Hey, we meet again. Sorry, but I kind of happened to overhear that conversation. Seems one of my guys was giving you a hard time. Sorry about that. But that stuff he was saying was all true. There's a breeze coming from somewhere in this room, I tell you. I can smell it. I figured the information in that chest will be useful to you.
Thanks for telling me that twice. So that I could open the chest and find out that it's the fucking map.
Ba 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 ba.
Did you know that you're gonna get secret information in this chest? We gotta tell you twice.
This room has a fake wall somewhere, and on the other side of that wall there's another room, or so I
Do you
hear.
get it? Do you get it yet?
No. Tell me one more time. The ground underneath us is full of monsters, so we don't go tunneling too much down there, but if you're feeling adventurous, there just might be a hidden route.
You gonna tell me a fourth time?
No! I'm good.
Hidden wall.
Do I have anything for hidden walls?
Now, they told us 4 times.
Found it.
No way!
There was a hidden wall this whole time!
No way! Oh my god!
Shoot.
I didn't like get given a map or anything that would have like revealed that there's a block I can't access of space.
Space.
No way! Oh my god!
Hiya. Hata. Oh, I'ma get your butt.
Doing these areas is always so stressful.
I'ma get your butt.
Get you in the ass. This is just like pacing hell.
Oop. Ah, heck. Stop moving so fast.
I know.
It's so rude. Get your butt! Fuck.
Skeptical Boost. It's so funny seeing this near church mystery. I've seen people say it's marketing for the Switch port. That kind of hope is rare. Okay, did somebody actually make this up, or is there actually an unfinished zone somebody found?
Okay, so someone posted on Reddit asking why a friend of theirs couldn't get into the church in the copied city.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was just like, the what? And he posted a video of him going to how you're familiar with like the general like gameplay and story progression of Nier Automata, right?
Yeah.
So you know the area of the copied city that you go to find 9S like crucified by Adam, right?
Yeah.
So on that wall, this guy posted a video of him finding a hidden door that led into an area nobody had fucking seen. That was like a sort of like church area that had all these twisting halls. It had like animations and clips of dialogue. It was clips of dialogue reused from other places in the game, but everyone has been like, nobody has been able to mod on this level yet.
Okay.
Nobody, like, there are not modding tools for, like, map creation for Nier Automata. So everybody's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And, I think there was a, post recently, I think from the modding community for Nier Automata, where it's just like, so, you're wondering if this was possible? Maybe. And that's kind of what it all amounted to. So nobody fucking nobody's been able to replicate specifically what this guy did or figure out what needs to be replicated specifically to get to this area that he found.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I went there in my game and I could not for the life of me find a prompt at all. Yokotaro has said he cannot talk about it. Yep.
Are you for real?
He said that. He said, please refer to my bio, and his bio says, I cannot talk about the products I make.
Oh. Okay,
so, but like, I think what people were saying was that he was playing on the release version of the game, so no patches or anything. And it was like they kind of listed off a lot of the things that he had done prior to getting to that point of the game. He was playing as A2. He had done a bunch of things, I think, in like Pascal's Village or something like that. But it's thus far, no one has been able to replicate this. And everybody has been talking about how like there are people who have like used modding tools to go outside the map, and the area that he goes to does not exist in any of their attempts to go outside the map in the copied city. So nobody knows if it's fake. It could be fake. It could be real though.
That has anyone like searched this person's username? Is this like a brand new Reddit user? Is this like a joke? Because that would be like my first thought is, okay, can I find this guy's like Twitter? Is he yoking us? What's going on?
That I don't know.
Yeah. That's fucking cool though.
It's
Secret church.
Wild.
Secret worm church.
But like people have been like poring over the video looking at details. Like there's a weird rectangular object that flies by a window during the cuts, because there's a cutscene. There's a cutscene and there's objective markers for this place when you enter it. And there's like a rectangular object that flies by the window. People are speculating that if this is real, that could be like Vice or something. Nobody fucking knows. Nobody fucking knows shit fuck about nothing. It's wild. I have a key now.
Mandela effect at its finest. But the fucking fact Yoko Taro has chimed in after, like, probably 1 million people retweeted and added him.
Mm-hmm. There's also somebody else who I think has, like, worked with Yoko Taro who, like, quote tweeted the video. It's just like, eternal mystery. It's just like, what does that mean?
Because it's like, my first thought is, okay, they found, like, a test room.
Mm-hmm. Which it could very well be, given that, like I mentioned, the person that recorded it, they were recording on a PS4.
Yeah.
So, modding would be comparatively difficult compared to, like, doing the, there have been claims near replicant assets used for the hoax. Which is entirely possible, yeah. But, like, yeah, it's just, nobody fucking knows.
Just came out.
Nobody fucking knows at this point. The Nier community is in a shambles. I gotta play those games on stream at some point. I'm thinking that I might take a break from Zelda games. Probably, I don't know if it's going to be before Breath of the Wild. But it'll probably
what would
be
because would Breath of the Wild be the Zelda after this?
I was thinking about doing Hyrule Warriors after this.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know if I will, like, take a break from Zelda before Hyrule Warriors and maybe play through the Nier series or the Nieries.
The Nieries. What do you think choo-choos taste like?
Depends on the color chew.
Yeah. Because it's like, you know, in Twilight Princess, when you kill a yellow chew, you can use it as lamp oil. So it's like, does that mean it has like an oil-like taste to it? And maybe choo-choos are just like these creepy oil monsters?
But, like, you can also just straight up drink some of the other ones.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to use them in, like a potion. You don't need to, like, craft a potion or anything. You can just straight up drink the jelly.
Exactly.
Ghost Pepper Jolly Ranchers, all of them.
Ew! Oh my god. Did somebody make Ghost Pepper Jolly Ranchers, or did you just make it up? Skeptical Moose.
But yeah, my only thing there would be that, like,
Skeptical Moose, you traitor.
the Nier games would take me a while, because, like, I think, I'm trying to remember what my current plan is, because what I want to do...
They're long.
What I want to do is I want to do a playthrough of Replicant. And then Automata. And then... Oh, hold on. Oh, God. Alright. Ah, so busy, burning the midnight oil again, looking for loot. So Replicant and then Automata, and I want to get all the endings. So, like, that's also... Oh, did you hear they're going to be releasing, like, an English version of Grimoire Nier?
Remind me what that is?
So Grimoire Nier is, like, the collection of short stories that they released that, for the longest time, was Japan only, based on the first game.
Okay.
Oh, that's another thing. People also think the Church imply a Drakengard remake somehow. I would love a Drakengard remake, actually.
You know, that seems like the logical next step, is to bring that game up into remake status.
Ah, a green monster! I can't believe they're following us down here now. I guess I can have some fun with him for now, though. You're on Magma turf now, fiend. You may be scary, but as long as the way ahead of me is clear, you'll never catch me.
I hate this. I hate doing this. Okay, actually, this is the only part of this temple that is ass, is going through the crawly tunnels.
I backed into him.
You back the thing up.
No, you got me. Go on then, you monster. Boil me, bake me, do your worst. Huh? I know those gloves. Ain't those from my brother's secret collection? He gave me them.
I killed him.
You know my brother? Ah, you're all green. I thought you were a monster. Hey, don't get all angry. I thought you were one of them. Sorry, guy. Let me give you something good to make up for it. Hang on there, sack. This is a horrible-looking little man. Here you go. You know, some monsters seem to be looking for something on those cliffs ahead of us. You heading that way, too?
I looked at him again and I immediately thought, Spampton.
Hold on. Let me just...
What are you doing?
check the Twitch feed.
Yeah. Yeah, look at... Yeah.
Look at that.
This spammed him if he were a little mole guy. It's just...
What was I saying?
Design.
My plans are, but yeah, so Grimoire Nier was the short story collection that was released Japan only when the original game came out. But they are releasing a hardcover English version now. Starting, it's going to be next year, I think, early 2023. They're also doing a Nier Replicant art book in December of this year. I have it pre-ordered.
Hell yeah.
Don't want to see you get skewered or nothing. Me, I'm heading back to the boss's place. I'll open the door for you while I'm at it. See ya! But yeah, my plan is Replicant, get all the endings, including the super secret one that was added specifically for Replicant Remake.
Ooh.
I got a piece of heart. And then Automata, which on my main Automata file, I actually only have one more ending to get. I have all of the other ones.
Do they let you watch the endings in a theater in the game?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay.
Most of them can be achieved multiple times, but there is one that if you miss it, it's a permanent miss. Because it is tied to the completion of a side... Well, it's not tied to the completion of a side quest, it's tied to the failure of a side quest. So if you complete the side quest, you can't do it again.
Yeah.
And that's the one that I haven't gotten yet. So I'm going to do that one on stream using my main file and then just get as many endings as I can with the file that I'm going to use for the stream. And then, once I've finished Automata, I'm going to do the Yorha raids for Final Fantasy XIV on stream. Because I can do those as New Game Plus.
Oh.
And I have done all kinds of prep work for that. Because, like, if anybody knows, like... Oh, I can go fast when I'm crawling around. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
If anybody follows my endeavors in Final Fantasy XIV, I have played and replayed all of the Yorha raid series over and over and over and over and over and over again. Because I wanted to get cool clothes. Oh, beans.
Oh, fuck! Crawling so fast.
Oh god, I need to...
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
I need to recharge my energy juice. Hold on. It's fine.
I hate this. I hate this kind of shit.
Hooray.
I think that's the last tunnel in this temple.
But like, cause like a lot of the outfits from the Yorha raids are really nice, actually. I posted a bunch of them, on, Twitter, because I have been posting a lot about my Warrior of Light recently. And talking about her personal canon, which is a lot of fun. I finally got to publicly announce that, yeah, she TF'd from a lizard into a person. in canon.
Just everybody listening, I did like a nice piece of bust art of Gage's Warrior of Light.
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and put that up on screen right now because it is really good.
Yay!
Hold on, where? I've gotten a lot of really good art of her recently.
Yeah.
But here we go. Here is Molly's art of the incomparable Aigeld Sjork.
Incomparable eye.
Cannot be compared.
Me pointing. I did that.
Nobody in the game do it like her. Nobody has also established that their Warrior of Light is a big lizard that ate a TF juice.
The very cartoonish backstory. Nonetheless.
That I then made as heart-wrenching as possible.
Yay!
As is my want.
Yay!
No, because like I've actually written like a fair bit of fan fiction about my Warrior of Light.
Yeah.
Because like I want to, you see.
And it's probably, I mean, you get like material to do so.
Yeah. I think I haven't written anything about like her version of like the canon of main story events in the game. I've mostly done like little side stories about things that she has kind of like done just kind of in her day to day. And one of those is actually her investigating this the death of this guy from like months and months prior to where she's at in the story, and it's actually the guy that she killed who had the Fantasia that she ate.
Fantasia.
Fantasias are the TF juice in
that
that you buy off the real money store so that you can like change your Warrior of Light if you want. So like in canon, this guy was just like walking past Aigeld's like home in the like as a when she was lizard, you see.
Yes.
And she got territorial and she killed the guy, and then she was just rooting around in his bag and she found what she thought was just like a cracked egg. But it was actually a little vial of Fantasia, and she ate the goop inside.
Lizards love eggs. They eat those.
Egg.
So lizard brain went, ooh,
Egg.
little snack.
And then she went to sleep, and when she woke up, she was a male aura, which are the dragon folk in that game with like the cool like horns on the sides of their heads and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then her becoming Bunny didn't happen until the beginning of the Heavensward expansion, the award-winning Heavensward expansion that's included with the free trial up to level 60 with no restriction on playtime.
And if you eat a Butterfinger, you get a special code for a special mount.
I did do that, and I do have that mount.
I just want to bring that up anytime we happen to talk about Final Fantasy XIV, because that is just so funny to me.
It's very funny, like...
Butterfingers, of all things.
Because I think that was like a... in Japan, that was like one of those things for like a candy-giving holiday.
Yeah.
In Japan. I forget exactly which one. Where the fuck do I go? What is... Hold on.
Oh?
The bridge of decision. Choose the path you believe in. Move forward bravely. Path I believe in, huh?
Yes. What do you believe in?
That's a really good question.
Now, do you remember what the guy at the beginning of the temple
I do!
said? Yeah! Yay! Haha!
The sleeping statue.
I remember when I did this the first time and I completely forgot.
I wonder how a certain internet personality may have handled that. Because my instinct is to think poorly.
The exact same.
But I don't want to necessarily, you know.
I love watching their stream of it. Because he's just so, like, defeated. And he's having, like, a dog shit time. And his misery makes me laugh.
I want money, please.
Money!
Hell yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, I do like having a Warrior of Light that, in her canon, like, is canonically trans.
Yeah.
Because, like, that helps me a lot with, like, kind of figuring my own stuff out.
Yeah.
And I think that's something to be considered when it comes to, like, MMOs in general, honestly. Like,
Yeah, there's definitely people out there who have said, like, yeah, you know, I picked a girl character and then I figured out later. Which is just like, that's so fucking awesome.
Ow. Fucking rising uppers on me, Jesus.
I know. These guys, like, are really cool.
They are. Okay. Got your tail.
I got your tail. Also, I was just noticing the donation bar. Did we read everybody's donations? By chance?
Thus far, we've only gotten one donation. And that was from
Okay.
Gordex. So if
Right,
anybody
I
else wants to donate and get
Yeah.
a cool shark fact, or if you want to donate $10 and get me to read an entire Wikipedia page about
Yeah.
a specific shark
In a funny dialect.
in a Meowth voice, feel free to donate using the Streamlabs link just below the stream.
Yeah.
This is the world's shittiest rupee. This is a rupor.
What if it just gave you rupors and a middle finger?
I would be so mad. Yeah, a lot of the outfits in the Yorha raids, like the places that they come from, are really interesting to think about. Because, like, you know, obviously one of the things that everybody goes into the Yorha raids for is you gotta get the 2B outfit. You gotta get the 2B outfit, and you gotta get the thigh highs that make the butt bigger.
Yeah.
Your Warrior of Light deserves a fat ass. And you can give it to them.
A plot-relevant fat ass.
Fucking stupid bat. There we go. First try.
Because I can't remember the reason that Mr. Taro is like,
Shit.
oh yeah, you know, if you look up 2B's skirt, you get an achievement and stuff. And it's supposed to say more about the player than about me who put it in the game. And I'm like, I don't know what to think about this. I really don't. It's like, I do love big sexy butts, but at the same time it's like, are you trying to make me feel bad about this? What's going on?
You're definitely supposed to feel bad about the one that you can do in Replicant.
Mm-hmm.
But also they give you an achievement for it, which is weird, and the achievement has really weird language.
I know that one.
And, like, I don't know about that one, but, like, when you do it, Kaine kills you.
Yeah.
So, like, which is her right, honestly, at that point.
There was some, like...
I was kind of hoping I could, like, do that in the game before, like, I streamed it, so that I didn't, like, accidentally get it on stream or anything. But it turns out that that is, like, a very late game thing that you do.
Oh. Oh, also, I lied. This was the last tunnel puzzle.
Nope. Food time? Ooh, food time.
It's food time for Gage.
Food time, food time, food time, food time. Okay, I'm gonna figure out this tunnel puzzle before I go. Okay. And then... What?
It's fucking something, dude.
Okay, hold on, hold on. I'm assuming... Oh, you know what? I see what it is. Okay, 1... That's 3, 2... Okay, so... Okay, it's numbered. They're numbered.
Ah, it's one of these
So-
doohickeys.
So this is 0. And then this would be 1. And then top right is 2. Bottom right is 3. And then top left is 4. Okay. I'm super smart and good at video games.
Oh, absolutely. Which, God, saying that sounded sarcastic, but I do think that Gage is the smartest video game boy who solves all the puzzles.
I'm a really good video games boy. Oh no.
Oh no.
Uh-oh, stinky.
Uh-oh, sticky.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Oh.
Big stinky bug, here comes its butt.
Give it a second. Yoink.
I'd be falling.
But like the Yorha raid outfits, they're based on like some of them are based on things that like you wouldn't expect. Like some of them are based on like the outfits from the stage plays.
Oh, yeah. Like before Automata even came out, like from what I understand, the stage play was plot relevant to what happens next in Yoko Taro's ventures.
Yeah, so the first stage play, which was Yorha Girls, tells the events of a story that they keep talking about, honestly. Like, it's one that comes up a lot. Like, you can find, like, relevant files on it in-game. It's one of the stories that's included with the short story collection. I think it's Short Story Long, Nier Automata Short Story Long, which I actually have and I've read. And the stuff in it is pretty good. I got the Mysterious Crystals. It's a mask made of faintly glowing square crystals. Several are missing. And then it's the stage play, obviously. And then it's also going to be a manga series soon. Like I think towards the end of the year.
Yeah, there's a couple other Yoko Taro property mangas, aren't there?
I think so, because like there was a couple for Drakengard 3.
Yeah.
And then there is also a stage play called Yorha Boys.
Yorha Boys.
Which is all about why they don't use male Yorha units for combat reasons. And it's because they're all way too emotional and end up killing each other. So it's scanners only.
Sexism is over.
But yeah, I know I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shoot you one of Eigeld's outfits that I posted the other day. That is actually based on the outfits, some of the outfits from the Yorha Boys stage play. But then like there's also ones. So the class gear is like one of the ways that you can get an outfit that kind of looks like what 9S wears.
Yeah.
And then
he wears like a Boy Scout uniform is what it looks like to me.
I don't know what Boy Scouts you got out in Ohio.
I'm just trying to picture it in my mind's eye, and that's like the closest thing I can think of.
Mm-hmm.
Is I know I'm not right.
I know I'm completely incorrect.
I know I be dumb.
I'm gonna go ahead and... Where did I put those? They're in this folder. I'm gonna put that in the voice chat. This is the one that you can access via the voice channel.
Ooh. Let me look.
That's one of the outfits I use for Dark Knight.
Ooh.
I didn't save. I opened that to save, and I didn't save. Huh?
You fool. Berserk.
Oh, yeah. That's why I use that sword. It's the closest one they have to, like, the Dragon Killer. The Dragon Slayer. Like, the other great swords in that game are fine. Like, some of them are really good, but, like, I like Big Sword.
Big sword.
Big Sword, good.
Everyone like a big sword. If you don't be liking big swords, get the fuck out of here.
If you don't like big swords, you are stupid.
You're dumb.
Okay, I'm gonna eat some of this salmon.
Sharks be eating salmon.
I don't usually actually like seafood in most cases.
Mm-hmm.
But I will eat salmon.
Salmon is like so easy to cook.
Ah, fuck.
Ah, shit.
It's this
Fuck.
asshole.
This bitch.
It has been so long since I fucking voiced this guy. Jesus Christ. Okay, hold on.
Team Rocket Gary.
Oh, Gary?
James. Whoa there.
I was just like, who the fuck is Gary?
It's Ash's rival, but the wires crossed.
Oh, right.
Oh my god.
Christ. Oh, hello there, Beefstack. I see you're still among the living. Fancy meeting you here. What voice am I giving him right now? Oh, you know what I'm giving him? I'm giving him like a
RuPaul.
No, I'm doing like slightly more confident Snively from Sad AM.
Oh god.
We seem to bump into each other time and time again. Oh, it's no coincidence though, is it? You and I, we're bound by a thread of fate. Look at these old drawings!
Wow, they're good? Did you do them?
Wow, you're really good. Could you draw me? Do you take commissions?
Is that anime?
Until I found these, I was upset about that little stunt the goddess's guard dog pulled at the Gate of Time. What was that twig's name again? Impa? Impa!
I wish he just said twink. I'd be like, why are you calling him a twink?
Well, never mind that, because these drawings suggest the existence of a second Gate of Time. This news has just filled my heart with rainbows.
Legendary fucking line.
Representation win.
It's like,
This villain is queer-coded.
I want this twink obliterated.
I've been a busy boy, searching here and there and everywhere for another Gate of Time.
Busy boy.
And yet I couldn't even find a single clue. Since I know I can be honest with you, I'll admit I got a little sulky. It was frowns all around. The thought of never getting my hands on that darling young girl was, well, more than I could bear. But then I found this place. The prospect of a second Gate of Time has made me positively giggly. That girl, your adorable friend, she will be instrumental in bringing about the revival of my master. And though I feared she was now quite beyond my reach, I despair no longer.
My heart is filled with rainbows.
But before we talk any further on that subject, there's still the outstanding matter of your punishment, Beefsteak. Do you remember when I told you that the next time we met, I'd make your ears bleed from the sound of your own screams? No, I don't remember that, actually. Well, I've been thinking, perhaps corporal punishment is a touch harsh. I might be willing to forgive and forget if you'll strike a deal. All I ask is that you tell me where I can find the other gate of time. Bro, do I look like I fucking know a thing, my guy? That's not too much to ask, is it? Oh, and don't play coy with me. I know that you know, so why not let me in on the fun? I don't know a goddamn thing, my dude.
I don't know shit about fuck.
Such behavior, a mischievous boy like you needs to be dealt with firmly. I must warn you, I won't go easy on you this time. Ooh, lovely, aren't they? You'll find the supple skin of my arms tougher than any armor. Doesn't their shape just leave you breathless? They are pretty nice arms, actually.
Yeah.
Such beauty! Such a pure form! Such an exquisite physique! Such stunning features! Yes, I've pretty much got it all, though there is one teensy tiny thing I lack.
She's got it all.
Namely, mercy. Come to me, Beefsteak. You and I were bound by that thread of fate, destined to fight. So come close, Beefsteak. Meet me in battle, and the thread of fate that binds us will be soaked crimson with your blood. Okay.
I think the fuck not! I do wish that there were more of these, like, sword versus sword fights.
Come on, come on. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Oh! One more time. One more time. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What you got? What you got? You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. You got some things. I'll give you that, actually. Huh? Oh! Ooh, don't do that. Ow.
He's throwing his ninja kunai at you.
Son of a bitch. Damn it.
He's tricky.
I can't really tell where he's blocking, is the problem.
Yeah, me neither, and you're supposed to. And that's how you win, is you have to slash in a different direction than the one who's fucking blocking.
I think, okay. So I think what I can do is if I can goad him into, like, blocking in a specific direction, then I can just fire off in the other direction.
Yeah. Like, that's the intention, but it's like with this game originally, the screen resolution is so small, and people probably, like I did, played it on a CRTV. So it was, like, impossible to tell how am I supposed to win.
Ooh, you don't know. You don't know. You don't know. Whoop, whoop. Shit. He maybe knew.
Okay, that would have been funny if you could make him dizzy.
Haha! Oh, don't do that. Ooh, swords.
Oh, he got 2 swords.
Haha! Oh! I don't like that. Whoa! Oh, he's over there.
He gonna get you.
Ow. Ow. Rude. Whoa.
Oh, he's pulling a Sephiroth. Oh my god.
Ba, 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 da, ba, ba, da, ba, ba, da, ba. Haha. Haha. Fuck. Okay, that was rude. Haha. Oh, shit. What? Ugh. Haha. Oh, oh. Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Bro, I'm like owning you. Like, what the hell? Y'all ain't got shit. Think you're hot stuff? You think you're so cool. Guess what? Tricked ya.
Got him.
Nice try.
Slap his shit around.
Oh, his shit is getting slapped. Oh, fuck.
Slap shit. Wait. NFL slap shit 3000.
Owned.
Get shit on.
Enough of this foolishness. I am Girahim, Demon Lord. It shouldn't matter how powerful your sword is. You are still nothing. Not just a human child. And yet you prevail. You filthy scamp.
Scamp?
This motherfucker said scamp.
He's like you're a dog? Oh my god.
You have awakened a wrath that will burn for eons. I swear to you, whatever it takes, I will drag you into an eternity of torment.
Yeah. We get it.
You know, I'm doing this voice, and I'm like, for his angry voice, I'm kind of going for, like, scary Mark Hamill Joker.
Which is exactly... You know what? Mark Hamill voicing Girahim would surprisingly fit.
That would fit really well, actually.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, as I'm doing it, I completely lost my train of thought. Whoops! Anyway.
Yay, you win! Yay!
Da 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 da.
Da-da-da.
Yeah, I completely forget what I was trying to say there. That sucks.
You are a WinRAR. WinRAR is you.
I'm still not paying for the actual product.
Who is?
I dropped salmon on my mouse pad. Shit.
Get the cat to get it.
No, it's my salmon. My salmon. God, I got so distracted by just like how cool the idea of like Mark Hamill voicing Girahim is. I'm just like, oh, well, oh, whoops.
Just overwhelmed. I think I have it saved somewhere. Somebody who was like, I won't rest until Mark Hamill says hello, and then he responded to that tweet saying hello.
Well, now they can rest.
Yeah.
I'm so glad for them. They must be so tired.
He's such a good sport. Alright, Link, I'm about to do some really cool shit.
Fi get big. Fi get taller. Because sword
Big.
get long.
Big sword. I have, like, always wanted a Master Sword replica. Which is, like, it's not hard to get one, nor is it, like, probably expensive anymore. But it's like, I want a metal one.
Also, the ones that you find, like, they're never, like, exact.
Of course not.
Which is like, I want a Nintendo sanctioned Master Sword replica that I can purchase.
Where they're just like,
That actually
we
looks...
have approved. We have approved the design. And we're like, this is accurate.
Slap that Nintendo seal of approval on there.
Yeah, fuck. And then I can swing it in my backyard and look like a real cool guy.
The flames of Din have imbued your blade with a sacred white light that demons revile. Demons hate it. Local boy learns one weird trick.
Now, my question to you, Gage, is do you want to go through the gauntlet of getting the Hyrule shield?
I do.
It's, you know what? You're using a controller, so it's got to be a lot easier. If it was easy for me, because I also realized there actually was no timer affecting the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
And when I played it for the first time, I was like, "Oh God, I have to do this." Like,
Excuse me.
Like underneath, I thought that you had to do like 8 bosses in the boss gauntlet in under 20 minutes. And so when I was a kid, I panicked and it was awful. It was horrible. No good. Very bad time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I find out 10 years later, oh, you don't actually have to do it in a certain amount of time secretly. You just have to do a number of bosses in a row without dying.
Okay.
So, I think it's possible. Probably good for another day of streaming.
Yeah, that might need to wait until next week, admittedly.
Absolutely, because you got a teeny tiny bit of time before getting to that area of the game.
Mm-hmm. Master, now that it has been tempered by the last of the sacred flames, your blade has finally revealed its true form. You now hold the Master Sword.
Yeah.
With this sword's great power, you can awaken the Gate of Time within the sealed temple. I recommend you make your way to this location. Oh, so that's where the Gate of Time he was talking about was. Well, I hope he doesn't find that out.
Or use context clues from the really good paintings.
Excuse me. Oh god, fuck.
You need some Wawa.
I could ghost for some waffle. I could ghost for some Wawa right now. I could ghost.
We're just talking like Squiscar now.
Mm-hmm. So we've got about 10 minutes left in the stream. If anybody wants to get any sort of like last minute donations in, you can click the link just below the stream feed for Streamlabs. Every little bit helps. At least $1, I'll give you a fun shark fact.
Absolutely.
And
Which I also have some. I have some ready to go as well.
That'll be your little fun shark fact that you can hold on to and keep for all eternity.
And we can learn about sharks together for a good cause, for a good conservation fund.
Mm-hmm.
Because sharks are very, very important to the environment.
It's true.
Yeah.
They're also dope as hell.
They're pretty fucking cool.
I think a lot about that comic of Jotaro from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Where it's like someone asking him, which is like, hey, why do you like Jaws so much? That's not a good representation of sharks. He's just like, it's true that Jaws is an incredibly inaccurate and harmful portrayal of sharks that caused irreparable damage to, like, public opinion of them. But also I find it really funny when the shark eats people. Which is just like, I feel that.
It's just like, it's a comedy.
Okay, I gotta find the goddess chest that is on this
Yes.
island.
Hidden somewhere.
So if Jaws is high comedy to you, what are the lesser shark movies like? Well, I guess
Well,
it really...
the intentional comedy film, starring Will Smith,
Shark Tale.
Shark Tale.
Mafia
I think
drama.
that's a mafia drama. It's like, haha, kid comedy movie. No! It's a mafia movie.
Like, literally, that's actually what it is.
Yes, it's up there with Goodfellas.
I will say, I do actually kind of like The Meg.
I vaguely wanted to see that because it seemed like fun.
It's pretty good, honestly. And there's a sequel coming out, too.
There's gonna be a sequel to that? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
The Meg 2.
2 Megs.
The second one.
Meg baby.
Oh, wait, right. I just gotta... Wait, what the fuck am I supposed to do here?
Well, you've been here 3 times, so I don't think you have to be here right now.
Oh, I need to go to the fucking statue! Don't I?
Oh!
On
yeah.
on the island.
Yeah. Actually, I think you're supposed to go to the sealed temple right now.
Sealed temple. Oh, yeah, probably.
The Temple of Seals.
Let's go see how Groose is doing.
My boy.
We can't have a Molly stream if we don't also go see Groose.
Like, do you see
At least once.
the shirt that my character is wearing? Do you see my boy?
Here, look, we'll go over here so it's a little bit easier to see.
My precious angel boy, do you see him?
And back to the game.
Absolutely.
I read a synopsis of the book, and, well, the way they took out the shark in the book is really cool, but not very climactic. Yeah, they changed... I've read... So, The Meg is based on a book. As is its sequel going to be based on the book sequel. And they did actually... They changed some things about the shark for the movie. Because, like... So, excuse me. The plot of the film is that they discover, like, hello, Venom Lad, you're kind of here towards the end of the stream, but if you want to get in a last-minute donation and make me read an entire Wikipedia page of a shark in a Meowth voice, that's a tenner.
That's a thing that happened.
You can spend $10 to make me do that. Otherwise, if you spend anything less than that, you get a fun shark fact.
Yeah.
But in the Meg, what it is that they discover that, like, what they think is the ocean floor in, like, a particularly deep part of the ocean is actually this, like, layer of, like, gas. That, like, it's like a super cooled gas, right?
Mm-hmm.
And below it is basically, like, an environment that, like, nobody fucking knows anything about. So they develop, like, these submersibles that can go that deep and go past the barrier. And it's down there that they find surviving megalodons.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, the way that the Meg trailer went, I took it as, like, this is a popcorn movie. I had no idea it was based on a book.
It's definitely a popcorn movie, like, for sure.
Yeah, because
Like-
they have that one guy starring.
Jason Statham.
Jason Statham.
I do love Jason Statham a lot in films, actually. I think he does...
He's a good fucking actor.
He needs to be in more, like, comedy action movies.
Yeah.
Because, like, he's really good in, like, the Fast and the Furious movies where he is not, like, just a villain.
I think he should star in a Mr. Bean movie.
Hey, was this here before? Hold on. This is different.
Was it? What could this be?
There's a catapult here.
Hmm.
Where's Groose?
I wonder.
Groose, did you build a railway?
Why don't we find out?
But in the book, because it's so like deep under the water and there's like no like possible way for like light to get down there, the megalodons that they find are actually stark white.
Oh.
Like completely.
That's fucking cool.
And they found when they were making it for the movie, they tried to do like a test of like how it would look if they made the megalodon exactly how it's described in the book. And apparently it looked like shit.
But damn.
So the megalodons in the movie really just kind of look like huge great white sharks, which is fine, honestly. Like that's
yeah, it's a movie, so it's
Yeah.
like it's fine.
Your sword! There can be no doubt the sacred flames have purified this blade. Well done, Beefsteak. That sword holds tremendous power. That power is a sacred force. What's up?
Like totally huge power.
It's gigantic!
I'm talking enormous. Do you understand the gravity of the power I'm describing?
You could rule the world with that power, don't though?
'Cause I'll kick your butt.
It is a divine power left to us by the gods of old, the same power that is spoken of in the Ballad of the Goddess. To look upon you is to see that same great power now flowing through you in the sword you carry. Come, Beefsteak, you must now open the gate of time. Excuse me.
Timothy's Gate.
You know, from The Secret of Nim 2, Timmy to the Rescue. I still haven't seen that movie.
Are you making that up, or is that real?
That's real. There's a
Oh my
Secret of
God.
Nim 2.
What the fuck?
You can go look that up right now.
I didn't know that.
Welcome to the Shark Stream, where Molly is going to learn about Secret of Nim 2 for the first time.
For the first Tim.
For the first Tim. Timmy to the rescue.
Of Nim 2. Timmy to the rescue. Oh my. Which one of them is Tim?
He was the
Oh.
sick one in the original.
I see. What is Secret of Nim about again?
So that's the one about, so Mrs. Brisby,
Yes.
the widow of Jonathan Brisby, who dies prior to the events of the film, goes to a guy and is like, hey, you're a super smart mouse man. My son is sick. And he's just like, oh, your son has pneumonia. He can't be moved for 3 weeks. And she's like, but I have to move him. The fucking, like, spring is coming, and they're gonna be fucking, like, plowing the area of the garden that we live in. And he's just like, well, that sucks. Get out of my house.
Oh.
So she goes to the Rats of Nim, which is a group of particularly intelligent rats who are super smart due to laboratory testing, who escaped from Nim, which is the name of a animal testing lab. There also were a number of mice held there, one of which was the dude that she goes to at the beginning of the movie who tells her son has pneumonia, and the other was her husband. And she goes to them. Well, first she goes to this owl, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the owl's just like, you need to go talk to Nicodemus, the leader of the Rats of Nim. And she goes to the Rats of Nim, and she's just like, I was told by the owl to talk to Nicodemus. And they're all like, what, the owl? No one talks to the owl. No one's talked to the owl in ages. So she goes to Nicodemus, and Nicodemus is this, like, old fucking rat, all, like, fucking gangly and shit. And he's just like, yo, your husband, he was the realist. He helped. We wouldn't have escaped from Nim if it wasn't for him.
Oh.
And he's just like, check it out. We'll help you. You also need to hold on to this amulet, though. I'm going to be real cryptic about it, but listen, the only way that we can do this is if you help us, because we want to leave. We feel really bad about stealing electricity from the farmer, and we want to make it on our own. So we're going to get out of this fucking rose bush, and we're going to go fucking live in a valley somewhere. And she's just like, okay, what do you need from me? And they're like, you need to drug the farmer's cat, Dragon. Which is a job that we had for your husband, and it's why he's dead now, because he fucked it up. He fucked up and he died. And she's just like, oh shit, okay. So she goes off, she drugs the cat, but she gets captured by the farmer's kid, who's like, oh, can we keep it? Can we keep it? I can put it in like the fucking gerbil or whatever's old cage. And he puts Mrs. Brisby in the cage, and she, through sheer ingenuity, figures her way out. Because she may not be genetically enhanced, but she's a tough little mouse.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got this amulet, and she goes off to like she's like, I gotta get back to my house because they're moving my house. I need to make sure that my kid's okay, because they promised her they would help her move her house using a complicated series of rope and pulley. And one of the rats, an evil rat, he's an absolute bastard.
No.
He's just like, yo, we could probably kill Nicodemus during the house move and make it look like an accident. So we're going to do that. So while they're moving the house, he cuts the rope holding the house up, and it falls on... Their house is a cinder block, by the way. And it falls on Nicodemus, and it crushes him.
Oh.
And he's just like, well, doesn't that suck? All right, back to the rosebush, everybody. We tried. Good hustle, everyone. And Mrs. Brisby finally shows up, and she's like, wait, where's Nicodemus? He said you guys would help me move my house. And they're just like, yo, Nicodemus is dead. We got to get out of here. And then her house starts sinking into the mud, and she's like, oh, fuck. My kids are in there.
No.
And she's just like, ah, shit. Ah, damn. Ah, bitch. And then suddenly, like, the amulet starts glowing, and she has telekinesis now, I guess, because magic. And the bastard rat is just like, yo, give me that amulet. I want that amulet. And this other rat, who's like a super cool guy called Justin, he's just like, no, you killed Nicodemus. And then they have a big cool sword fight. And then, like, earlier in this, the guy who was, like, conniving with the rat bastard, he was just like, no, I can't kill Nicodemus, I won't do it. And then he gets stabbed in the back by the rat bastard, and he's just like, and then, like, Justin defeats the bastard in a sword fight, and this asshole is just like, haha, I'm gonna sneak up behind you, I'm gonna block this overhead, idiot. But then the guy he stabbed in the back, like, a few minutes ago, he's just like, surprise, I'm not quite dead yet. And he chucks a fucking throwing knife into the guy, and he dies. Anyways, she saves her kids. And Ms. Brisby, she successfully saves her kids and moves the house with magic telekinesis powers. And the rats move off to the valley, where they can live on their own and not have to worry about stealing from people. And everything is A-okay. And then in the sequel, they don't acknowledge any of the super cool shit that Mrs. Brisby did. It's all about her husband and all about her son. They're the cool guys now. Also, I would not be surprised if Mrs. Brisby was the furry awakening for a lot of people.
I gotta judge once I peep this movie.
Have you never seen The Secret of Nim?
I've never seen Nim.
Oh my god, it's got some of the most fucking gorgeous animation I've ever seen. It's a Don Bluth movie.
Yeah.
It's like the one Don Bluth movie, like...
There's a couple Don Bluths I haven't seen.
It's like the one Don Bluth movie that, like, I can watch through from beginning to end and not feel, like, super weird about, like, how he animates mouths.
That's what I was going to bring up next, is the one with the scene where it's really, really...
Oh, the horny one?
Really emphasized on the lady drinking the potion and turning into a dragon. Every time that video would come up, I would mute it and then
and
watch
just
it.
Watch.
Because I don't want to hear I don't want to have like sound auditory memory of that.
Right,
But-
right.
What movie is that from?
That is from the sequel to Anastasia.
I would
Bartok
never-
the Magnificent.
I would never have fucking guessed that. I didn't think Anastasia had a sequel, and also I was picturing just like some standalone wizards and magic movie, Don Bluth
Nope.
reduced.
It's kind of wild how many Don Bluth movies actually have sequels when you think about it. Like,
Yeah.
not even fucking talking about Land Before Time, but like American Tail has like 3 sequels. Oh, the movie with the witch who morphed into the big titty dragon. Yeah. Anastasia has a like spin-off sequel. Secret of Nim has a sequel, obviously. We were just talking about it.
Yeah.
Trying to think. Titan AE never got a sequel, but that's probably for the best, admittedly. Titan AE is a little weak, honestly, in my opinion. Treasure Planet's better.
Yeah. Because it's got John Silver.
It sure does. You've been on a John Silver kick super recently.
Yeah.
I was also kind of surprised to find out that he's supposed to be a bear. I always figured, oh, he must be the same species as Captain Amelia.
There's like some production notes like from the team that are like, oh yeah, we were trying to make him this like species that we called the Ursids, and they're supposed to be like bears, and I'm just like,
You got
But-
pointy kitty ears, not round bear ears.
but that's a cat.
That's a cat.
That's a puma.
That's a big kitty.
You look at how pumas are colored. He's colored the same.
I gotta take a moment to just read the dialogue. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Now that the sacred force dwells within your blade, strike the gate of time with a skyward strike, and it will surely awaken. Climb up upon the pedestal and show the gate your sword's power.
This bit is actually pretty cool. Dude, my boy! There he is!
Yo, beefsteak. Saw the rail track I put. Oh, you did. That's
Yeah,
actually
look at-
super impressive. Good
Look
job,
at what
Bruce.
my boy did. Look at what he did.
What's it for? Oh, you'll see before long. The fuck, I sure will. Whoa!
Oh, that's right. You don't get to see it until after you fight you know who.
I feel the seal has given way once again. That terrible beast is awakening even as we speak. It is likely that the monster reacted to the sacred power given off by your sword. I wish it had not happened.
Convenient.
But there was no other way to open the gate, so it goes. Beefstack, you must imprison the beast once again! Alright, bring it on! This is what I've been waiting for. It's time to break out my new toy. Trust me, that flabby bag of teeth doesn't stand a chance. I love that... So I never got this far in this game.
No.
This is the farthest I've ever gotten. That's why I'm using the first playthrough tag now.
Oh, yeah.
I really like... Groose fell into horrible despair after Zelda got kidnapped. Or disappeared, rather. She
Yeah.
didn't really get kidnapped. And then he came down here, and he had a panic attack because he was on the surface. But look at him!
Yeah.
He's thriving now!
Yeah.
I'm so happy for him!
He built an entire railway.
I built a railway to cope!
Like,
Well, what are we waiting for? I'm heading out there!
like, sure. Where did you learn how to do that, by the way?
Oh, you know. I read books occasionally. I really like model trains.
He would be a train guy.
Hey, beefsteak! Try not to drool on your shirt as you stare at this amazing super weapon I've been working on. The ultimate bio weapon.
Groose be like, I'm just gonna build superstructures while I'm gone. Hey.
Hey, beefsteak, what do you think of this new thing I built? I call it my Manhattan Project. I call it the Cruisinator.
You fuck! Did you know that there's an Oppenheimer movie coming out now?
Yeah, I think Christopher Nolan's directing it.
He is.
Leaves you speechless, doesn't it? It's only natural. You wouldn't believe how much time I put into this building this beauty. I can take a guess, actually. Here, check it out. First, I got all the fences cluttering the area out of the way. Then I laid down rails for her to run on, all by myself, of course. I don't know what came over me. I had no clue I had the talent to make something like this, you know? Anyhow, you just tell me where you want me to place my shots. I'll put a hurting on that giant monster.
Hear it gurgling.
I don't care how beefy you are. You're bound to stumble for a few moments after taking one of my big bombs to the body. Hang on, though. That monster showed up a smidge sooner than I was expecting. There are a few final adjustments I gotta make before she can move on the rails I put down. I'll call out to you when she's ready for action. Till then, do whatever you can to hold off that beast.
Alright.
I'm
so... Oh god, what were we talking about?
Don Bluth movies.
Don Bluth. I was then going to mention...
You know he named it after his day.
No! Be nice. So another victim of Netflix canceling every cool thing that they were going to do.
Oh shit, it has arms now and fingies.
It got fingies.
But yeah.
It's gonna tick. I shan't say it. So Don Bluth had signed a deal with Netflix. I'll let you read that.
Look at that! Seems like our ugly friend groups up a pair of hands. Great timing. I'm fucking up the voice I gave him. I hope it knows how to catch, because my machine has a mean right arm. When she's all loaded up, I'll let you know. Until then, do what you need to do to stop it. Alright.
So...
Attacks you. Sorry, continue.
Attacks you. Kills you, attacks you. Look at Bruce and tell me with a straight face he isn't the type to name something after his dick. I agree with you, but I'm not going to encourage it. I'm going to actively discourage you. Okay, so...
don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, he's going to do it.
No.
He's going to do it. No. Better get him.
Machine's all reloaded and ready to smash. That flabby sack of teeth tries to climb the wall. I can blast it off from here with a bomb. When you want some backup from me, just send a signal with X. Alright, it's time for Groose to explode into action. Adjust the machine's position with left stick and aim at your target. Once you finish aiming, press the R to launch a bomb. If it hits, you'll stun the scaly sucker. If you forget the controls, press right at any time you're in control of the Groosinator to review the basics.
He's so extra.
He's having the time of his life. Ha! She packs a mean punch, doesn't she? Tell you, I was in love the first time I pulled this lever. I'll start loading her back up with another bomb, so keep beating on Big Ugly until I give you the signal. Link, my Groosinator is fully loaded and ready to explode into action.
Jesus, people keep talking during this boss fight that you have to read in a funny voice. But, yeah, Don Bluth actually was, like, working for Netflix as a producer on, like, a lot of things. And I don't think that they're gonna happen anymore.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is awful. Do I have time?
I think you do.
Time? Okay. Whew. Alright. Sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, so, yeah, Netflix, like, canceled a bunch of animation things, like everybody knows.
Right.
And, I mean, a couple years ago, Don Bluth had, like, signed to produce a bunch of stuff for Netflix. So he was working for Netflix's animation department for a while. Like, that's what he was up to.
Ow.
So it's like, oh, great. Like, now what is he gonna fucking do? Unless the things that he was working on are, like, in final stages of production and are gonna release soon and didn't get canceled. But I don't know. Because it just sucks, period, that a bunch of shit got canceled. And I'm not naming names, but I'll specifically name If I find out who said no to bone, you count your freaking days, Buster.
Hold on. Let's just eat.
Ouchie. Yeah, but they kept the guys who made Brickleberry and a new shell that will last like 2 seasons. Yeah, because Brickleberry doesn't cost money to make. So they're like, we're gonna keep that because it's cheap. And not for entertainment value or even just like creativity factor. They're just like, yeah, Brickleberry. That's what we need more of.
Of course.
And Big Mouth and Big Mouth spin-off. We need more of that.
We really don't.
There's somebody like who was like an art hero to me. Like they said, "Oh, by the way, I'm working on Big Mouth now,"
fuck.
and I'm just like, "You're what? You're working on fucking Big Mouth? You're working on the like anti-creative animation project? That's cool. That's great.
Awesome.
I'm not gonna look up to you anymore then.
Rip.
Like, fucking rip. Rip to a real one." And because it's just like I can't believe that I had to read that person I used to look up to defending Big Mouth because of their job.
Ow, shit.
I know, this is like hell.
Ow!
I don't know how you do this without getting severely hurt.
Not possible, apparently.
Maybe you can use Grooves?
I'm trying to say... Well, Bruce seems like he's able to...
Just bonk him on the head.
Eh. Oh, it looks like that stunned him a little bit.
Oh, okay, so you can. Stun and then defeat Toes.
Ow!
Oh. Defeat his wiggly whittle toes. No,
Wiggly
not my
little
whittle.
toesies.
No, not my whittle toesies. No. My evil little toesies.
Okay. Whoever thought this was a good boss should be taken out back. Yes, taken out back and given a stern talking to. Wait, where is he?
Did
Oh, shit.
you fell? What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know. Can't worry about it right now. Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast.
Gotta go faster. Go.
Oh my god. Scared.
Oh,
Is that 3?
that's 3.
Oh my god.
Da 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 da. Well, that was half an hour more than I was planning to go for tonight, but that's fine.
It's best that you got this out of the way.
It's true.
Because you get to end. You get you get to end the stream on a pretty cool cutscene.
Alright, go on, just slurp back in there. Go on.
Yeah.
Go.
Come on.
Okay. Slurp.
There you go. Yeah.
Now, beef stack. Strike the ceiling spike with a skyward strike and restore the seal quickly. Hold on. What if I didn't do it quickly enough and it just reappears?
Oh god. I don't know if you can do that. I've never like
Crucinator made a mess.
Oh no! That's the worst way to put that. After you just made like a dick joke about that.
I think that's the intention.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
See, it's the rule of threes. You establish something, you remind the audience, and then you end with a payoff. In this case, it's the Gruesinator being euphemism for dick. Nice work, Beefsteak! Of course, you couldn't have done it without me, but no need to thank Groose. I know I saved your tail. Now let's get that gated time thing up and running. I'll go on ahead. Oh, there he goes.
Do you think Gruesome like acknowledge it's weird that you have to like cut off its toes to fight it?
That's a good question.
It's like of all the big monster weak points.
I imagine that Groose would be like, "Hey Link, don't you think it's weird that you have to like attack its widow toesies?" And then Link doesn't really say anything because he's not paying attention.
Or he just like lets Groose say that out loud.
Doesn't acknowledge it.
My cat is about to jump from my chair to the bed.
Godspeed.
It's just like a 6-foot clearance. Do it, Phoenix! Do it! I believe in you.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the Gate of Time next week. Unless unless I can open it but not go inside and then save.
I think you can save after the
Opening it?
cutscene.
Okay. It seems you are successful in imprisoning the monster again. You have my thanks, Beefsteak. As do you, Groose.
You did really good out there.
I do not wish to dwell on what may have happened if you two hadn't been here.
We would be totally fucked.
I mean, Beefsteak probably could have handled it. In all likelihood. Like, it might have been a little bit more touch and go, but like, he probably could have done it, I think. Yeah. But like, thanks. You give me too much credit, Granny. You were the one who got me to stop feeling sorry for myself and put my energy into doing what I could help. What I could to help. I did what was necessary to get you to realize your full potential. Beefsteak, you must wonder just what it is that you've been fighting out there in the Great Pit. There is much I could tell you, but suffice to say it is the root of the evil we face. When you pass through the Gate of Time, you shall learn more. We may seal it and reseal it into its prison 1,000 times, but it will always shatter the bonds that confine it. Such is its awesome power. It's super dope power.
I can't even believe how cool it is. Maybe I'm just sealing it to see it break the seal over and over again.
It's honestly really impressive. We must destroy it at its source to suffer this fate again and again. There is no time to lose. Hit the gate with a skyward strike. Come on already. Charge that sword of yours with that sacred force stuff Granny was talking about and zap the Gate of Time. Right, Granny? Indeed. Now, Beefsteak, go. Go to the gate.
Enough dialogue. Let him do it. Jesus.
Do you think the specific use of the word zap is a reference to the old Legend of Zelda cartoon?
Oh.
With how he would zap monsters instead of, like, using his sword as a sword?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Because he'd be like, pew pew, and shoot a laser.
Because
Laser
we can't show sword violence.
It was also a really tiny sword. It is little. Ah, Tetris.
I love this.
Oh! Bruce, please. Please, Bruce, be serious.
He's never seen blocks before.
Real tiny, unlike the mighty Gruesinator.
Oh!
Wow, it looks like... Oh,
Shit.
it's a gear.
Yeah.
Okay. Now it makes sense.
This is cool as fuck.
Hello, Eustace Cervidae. Welcome. We're kind of coming up at the end here.
Yeah. We're just waiting for this cool-ass cutscene to conclude.
That turned into a gear, blasphemous. I will say, the last time that I said that we were almost done, I ended up playing for like half an hour more, so who knows what could happen at this point. Excuse me. Do not fear it. This is what we have waited for. At long last, the gate has been reactivated. Standing before you is a path that transcends the flow of time. It is a portal to the past, to the very place where Zelda now waits. Go bravely, Beefsteak. If everything is as I suspect, the reunion with Zelda you fought so hard for lies beyond this gate. Okay. Oh. Nah, don't worry about me. I'm gonna hang back here, Beefsteak. Look, it's Dong Dimmadong, sister? Doug Dimmadome, you mean? Owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome?
That's right.
Where they're
It's
showing
me.
Crash Nebula?
On ice.
That stupid monster doesn't know when to quit, and Granny here keeps yapping on and on about how we never know when it might bust free again. Someone's gotta stick around and guard the place. Might as well be me.
He's such a schmuck.
Besides, if I'm not here, who's gonna look out for the old girl? I can take care of myself, you know. And you know what? Nah, forget about it.
So dramatic.
There he goes.
There he sure goes.
While I was gone, they bonded over pointy headpieces.
Yeah.
When you see Zelda, tell her I said, "What's up?"
So, dude.
So, dude. When you see Zelda, tell her I said, "What's up, dude?"
What's up, fam?
It's your boy, Groose.
G-Roos.
My name. When you see Zelda, tell her I said, "My name is
No!
Sheikh Zula, the Mike Ruler, the old schooler."
You want a trick? I'll bring it to you.
Oh God. What a weird gate.
I
Yeet.
know.
Oh no, he's just running. Okay.
Here we fucking go.
Oh God. Bois? Temple of Hylia. Impa?
You should be able to turn off because it auto-saved.
Oh, and I can just open it up again. Is there like a save point around here? I would like a proper... Oh yeah, it's right there. Hold on.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second, Impa.
Yeah, hold on a second. We'll talk to you soon.
We'll talk to you next time. I want to thank everybody for coming by the stream. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. I would like to thank Molly for joining me again. Thank you, Molly.
Yeah! We raised money for sharks. We talked about Zelda. We had a good time. We talked shit about Marvel movies. It was a good stream.
It was a pretty good stream. What was I going to say? Molly, where can people find you?
Y'all can find me over on Twitter where I chill at Skullduggo. That's SKULDUGGO on Twitter.
As for me, you can, as always, subscribe here on Twitch. We have special emotes for subscribers. You can also follow me on Twitter as well, at sane_intolerant, or on YouTube, at youtube.com/saneintolerant.
No!
We talked about Grusenators and busting loads on giant...
No!
Anyway, art for the stream. The thumbnail art was done by my friends Tish and JCat. Tish you can find on Twitter at Patchwork Calico. That's PATCHWORKCALICO. JCat you can find on Twitter at Dandy Mathwin. That's DANDYMATHUIN. Oh, Venom Lad, you're too early. I didn't get that part yet. My funny little shark man here, my VTuber model, was done by my friends Audrey and B of Team Catpull, who you can find on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube at Team Catpull. That's TEAMCATPLE. No emails. Don't email them. Stop it. I see you emailing them. Stop that right now. See, even Phoenix says don't email them.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Phoenix, do you want to say goodbye to the stream?
It doesn't look like they're streaming. Oh. I don't think they're streaming right now. Normally they would stream on Wednesdays, but it looks like they are skipping tonight, based on what I'm seeing here. But you can catch them on Friday when they're here on the Shark stream for Lords of Shadow 2. As for tomorrow, I'm going to be back tomorrow, and I'm going to be playing Dad of Boy, a.k.a. God of War 2018.
The boy dad.
The boy dad. It's going to be a good time. I've got new art for that. It's got my kitty cat Ragnarok in it, because that's thematically appropriate.
Hell yeah.
Because he is my boy, and also his name is Ragnarok, which is the name of the next God of War game.
And he's your boy, and you are the dad. In this context,
I am the dad of boy. What else? Next week is going to be back to the regular Shark stream schedule. It's going to be more Skyward Sword on Wednesday.
More Sword.
We might actually be progressing the story. We might be doing side content. There were a bunch of side quests that needed to wait until after the Volcano Temple. And now that I've done that, I can probably do some of those and get 70 crystals for Batro, which I've heard might be heartbreaking, but we will see.
Heartbreaking. That's an interesting take on it. You just have to see for yourself.
I'm going to have to see for myself. And then next week's going to be just like regular Shark streams again. So Zelda, God of War, Lords of Shadow, if we haven't already finished it. I have figured out what I'm going to do with Team Catpull after Lords of Shadow 2 is done, and we've completed that series. First, we're going to do one stream of the most recent My Little Pony video game based on G5.
Oh my.
Because I've heard it's like 2 hours long, which is perfect for me. And then we're going to be playing... I think I had decided on having them on for Anno Mutationem, which is an indie game that was released on the PS4 recently. Notable for its initial advertising pushing that it has like an SCP as a boss monster.
Ooh.
It has the unkillable lizard as a boss monster, apparently. Like, it was in the first trailer for that game with the SCP logo, and then recent trailers have still shown that monster is in the game. So, wondering how that all fucking works.
Interesting.
So, that's gonna be fun. And then I'm trying to figure out what else I'm probably going to have them on for, or if I'm going to give them a break, potentially, since they have been committing to Friday streams with me for a while, and... sometimes people need a little break, you know?
Yeah.
I do want to have them on for, like, the Bayonetta games.
Oh, absolutely.
Once, after Bayo 3's come out. I'm probably going to play Bayo 3 off stream.
Yeah.
Because, like, I need to have games that I enjoy not streaming. It's important to me as a person. And so that I don't fucking look at every single game I get as, like, ooh, I can create some content with this.
For your health.
For my health. And then I also want to have them on when Persona 3 comes out on Xbox, because Persona 3 is like the only one I have any real interest in playing myself. So that'll be a fun time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, of course, on that Saturday, we will be starting Dead Space 2, which I'm very excited about. because
Space 2.
I'm excited to continue the Dead Space series before the remake comes out.
Yeah.
I gotta look into getting art for that. I have a really good idea for art for that, for the Dead Space remake. Okay, I've talked enough. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, and I will see you next time on the Shark Stream. Same shark time, same shark channel. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.